If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna talk that law. Let's talk about it. Before I get started, for those who don't know me, I am a Texas trial attorney going on my fifth year. I ain't new in the game. I'm true to the game. Y'all see the license on the wall signed by the 9 justices of the Supreme Court? I was minding my business. And I was drinking my water. And somebody told me that they didn't took Brian Steele to jail. I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. To the no. Hell going on in Georgia. I haven't did a video in a while, and it's easier for me to do it on live because when you record it and you got to upload it and it takes forever. So I just do it on live. I know y'all sleep. I know I haven't posted in a while, but guess what? Y'all can watch it tomorrow. Free Brian Steele. Turn them loose, Glanville. Turn them loose. The hell wrong with you? Hey, what's up, Michael? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for stopping by. I like to do my videos live because it's easier to do it live instead of recording it and upload. I just do it live. I know everybody's asleep, but I said I'm gonna just do it anyway. They can watch it tomorrow. What type of content do you normally like watch, Michael? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, you Louisiana. Shout out to Louisiana. How the hell you get this shirt made? What you mean? Oh yeah, big time. Big time. See, people don't understand that you got some good sense. You know what you're talking about. The price just went up. He finna run up a bag. Like real quick. They don't understand the lawyer to go to jail for their client. If Keith Adams had some sense, he would have been in jail with him. I would have told the judge, hey, if you locking up my co-counsel, if you locking up Brian Steele, then you gotta lock me up too, because I can't go forward with this case without him. Lock us both up. We would have all been in the cell with Young Thug singing, "This is my lifestyle." Yeah. If you don't talk, you walk. See, the judge is mad. See, some people were. I watched some videos earlier today, and they didn't want to drag Judge Glanville. I'm gonna drag his ass to hell and back. Don't you ever come for another member of the bar like you done lost your goddamn mind. Hell wrong with you? This is a shit show. To say the least. To say the least. To say the least. Like, what the hell? See, I already didn't like Glanville from the beginning. Let me just be clear. Because he don't conduct fair trials in his county. And we seen it. Just by this trial alone, we can tell his ass ain't no damn good. But Glanville, I'm finna read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. As they say, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. And if you can't afford one will be provided by the courts. Do you understand these rights as I have read them unto you? And with these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me? Do you wish to talk that law, Glanville? Jump on this live so we can straighten it out. I had an aunt who had to turn herself in on weekends for a year straight Well, see, Glanville, not only is he not conducting fair trials, he don't know the law until them heavy hitting ass attorneys came in there. And he was so confused. He said, I gotta go take a break. I gotta go think about it. I gotta go ask somebody that actually know the law what the hell going on and what I got myself into. And see, I wanted to get on live earlier today, but I was in a mediation. And it was an intense mediation. It was thousands of dollars on the line. So I had to finish that up. I was in the office downtown. I couldn't even get back to my camera. I couldn't get into the studio. And I said, man, I got to get the money first. I got to get the money first. Question with all those 30 lawyers will fast track this trial to it's going to do something, because Glanville, he just one judge in one county. You don't know who. And in particular, this Ashley lawyer, she was the lawyer that got Trump trial froze. You know, she was the one in the pink, and she came in and shut that down. She said, Fanny, I know you and Nathan Wade are tipping and dipping. I know y'all sneaking and creeping. I know y'all on the printer and the fax machine. So she said, I'm going to come up in Glanville's court and teach Glanville the law. Oh, you know, Miss Dee. He said, oh my God, not Miss D's. Yeah. And look, and now this case she got going on, first of all, I don't even think they're proving their case. Just based on the facts itself. I mean, we seeing the case. I remember one time I was trying to watch the trial, the lawyers are questioning the witness, and the judge walked off the damn bench. Somebody said he went to go walk his damn dog. In the middle of the trial, he done took his ass off the bench. See, and I wasn't gonna do all this tonight. I was just gonna do a little small something. But he took his ass off the bench to go play with his dog. And that's a problem for me. How you gonna go play with your dog and you don't even know how to conduct a trial? You don't even know the law. You was showed up today by lawyers. Imagine people coming in your house and telling you what's going on. They went in your courtroom, Glanville. I'm gonna play some of that video too. They went in your courtroom and told you didn't know what the hell you was talking about. Do you think Woody will return? Woody. I don't know, but see, Woody got himself in a situation, and I wanted to kind of touch on that, what it means when you plead the fifth, and what can the prosecutors do about that? Because some people think you have an absolute right to the Fifth Amendment. And when you really look at our constitutional rights, you really don't have an absolute right to anything. That they may say you have one, but you really got to look at it. You have a right to bear arms. But if you notice, some places you can't even take your guns inside the building. They got signs on the door. So you got a right to bear arms, but in certain places. For certain people, if you got certain convictions on your record, you can't even have a gun. What's another right? Freedom of speech. You have a freedom of speech, but if you yell fire in a crowded theater, you're getting locked up. So yeah, you got freedom of speech, but only if you say certain things at certain times. So the Fifth Amendment is no exception. You have a Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate yourself, but the prosecutors have a card they can play. They can give you what they call immunity, whether you want it or not. You don't got to sign like a plea deal. You don't have to sign saying, I want immunity or I don't want it. You don't have a choice. They're going to give it to you. And the thing with immunity is it's several different types of immunity, but we're going to talk about his particular immunity was use immunity, derivative use immunity. That basically means anything he say on the stand when he testified, cannot be used to prosecute him later on. Now, if the prosecutors have independent evidence outside of his testimony at trial, then they can prosecute him. So let me give y'all an example. Let me see if I can break this down. So let's say, because I'm in Houston, I'm in Texas. Let's say I leave Texas and I go to Los Angeles, California, to Apple Street, and I rob the McDonald's. I'm wearing a red hoodie. Okay. But the Fed can. So I'm wearing a red hoodie. I robbed a McDonald's, Los Angeles, Apple Street. I can get on the stand if I'm Woody, and I can say that. And guess what? The prosecutors cannot come back later on and prosecute me for what I said on the stand. But get this, they still can use independent evidence outside of what I said on the stand to prosecute me. So let's say you can't prosecute me based on what I said, but you can use the clues based on what I said. You might say, okay, so he said he was in Los Angeles. Let's check his his bank records. Let's see if we can find a ticket that he bought, a plane ticket or a train ticket to Los Angeles. Okay, we got him in Los Angeles. He had a red sweater. What kind of red sweater? Is it a polo? Oh, we got that on his bank statement. He got a red sweater. We got somebody on video that kind of looks like him. And they can just build a case off of what you said on the stand without actually using what you said on the stand. They can say, oh, no, Judge, everything we got was independent. And they can still prosecute him. And then Michael made a great point. He's also a convicted felon, and he was caught with a gun. And he hasn't been prosecuted for that. So if he get on the stand in the midst of having a gun, and even though Fulton County, Georgia can't prosecute him, the feds can come in and say, okay, thank you for that. We can prosecute you. So it's real tough getting use immunity because that's only what you say on the stand they can't use. What most people prefer is what's called transactional immunity. That means you can't prosecute me for the crime at all. Not just on what I said on the stand, but you can't prosecute me at all. So that means, for example, if I say I robbed the store, McDonald's on Apple Street in LA, not only you can't use what I said on the stand, you can't even prosecute me forever for that crime. So transactional immunity is way better than use immunity. And it reminds me of the story of Bill Cosby. I think he admitted to drugging women. He was giving them pills. And all of that was sealed. And then 20, 30 years later, it was unsealed. And then what they do, they locked them up. Now, he was comfortable enough to give that information to the prosecutor, the judge, because they told him that it wasn't going to be used against them. And guess what? They found a way later on to use it against them. The only way you know something won't be used against you for sure is to not say nothing about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not upholding Bill Cosby and his wrong. I mean, hey, you did it. But I'm basing this on the law. They wouldn't have had nothing to use against you, Bill Cosby, if you never opened your mouth or if you never did it in the first place. I don't want y'all marching and saying, oh my God, he's supporting that. I'm not supporting it. I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example of what happens when you start talking, thinking that something will never come to light. You got immunity or it's sealed. And what Woody's saying, I'm gonna make sure it's sealed because I'm not gonna tell y'all a damn thing. He said, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm gonna make sure it's sealed. And apparently, it's been said that Woody supposedly confessed to murdering somebody while he was in the back earlier today while he was talking to the judge. So I found that real strange. Like, how you gonna confess to murdering somebody? Like, are you out your mind? And then you want to come on us, and then you got to remember, even when you're in the back, the court reporter is still back there, so she's still typing all this down. So you got to be real careful because even though they can't use what you said, you got immunity, Woody. They can put outside evidence together and show that, hey, you was a person. And then later on, they could prosecute you for murder. So I think Woody should have pled the fifth and shut up the whole time. Yeah, you might sit in jail for, a weekend. You might sit in jail for 10 days, 20 days, 30. You might sit in jail for the next 6 months till the trial is over with. But guess what? You don't have to worry about a murder trial or a Fed trial where you're going to be sitting in prison for 20, 30, 40 years. So you should have did um, your time and then, just shut up. Let me see what this say. If you look at when it started to the fan, I think Miss Woodson is so done with Miss Love. And I think that she was the whistleblower and Woody's feeling lawyer sent the email to his lawyer, then she CC'd it. Ooh, allegedly. Shout out to the allegedly. You gotta write all of this allegedly. You never know. And let me say something about ex parte. Ex parte is when one side goes to the judge and talk to the judge about certain stuff, and that happens. It happens, but that only supposed to happen in a very unique set of circumstances where it perhaps won't even affect the other side. So, if Miss Love had to miss work because she has to have some type of surgery on her personal parts and she don't want nobody to know about it, that's something you can go talk to the judge ex parte because it doesn't involve the defendants. Their rights are not being infringed. That's cool. But when you start talking about the case and you have a witness in the back room with you, then we have a problem. And not only that, from my understanding, people were saying that the judge and Miss Love appeared to have something going on anyway. Allegedly, as Michael said. I could not sit still. I couldn't sit still. I was in the middle of a mediation, and the insurance company was playing. I practice personal injury and criminal defense. Most of my casework is criminal defense, and criminal defense is my passion. That's my number one. But personal injury, that just brings in the extra money. You get that 33% on a car wreck, 35%, 40%, depends on how far you are in the case. So, that's some good money. When you're talking about a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 settlement, I mean, that's some good money. Okay, I was typing to their position. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. But I couldn't let them know I was rushing, because if I let them know I'm rushing, then they're gonna try to, give me some little change just to get me out the door. I'm like, no, I have a client. I'm gonna be here. This case gonna be here. It's already been going on 90 days. So hell, it might be going another 90, 100. So I ain't missing too much. But yeah, as far as ex parte, I had a judge one time. We were in the back. I was trying to subpoena a witness. I was talking to the court staff, who was she? The court clerk. And the judge's office is next to the court clerk. So he walked out and he started talking about the case, like, where's the witness subpoena? And I stopped the judge. It was okay for me to talk to the clerk, but I had to let the judge know, like, hey, judge, I don't want to, ex parte this thing. Let's bring in the prosecutor so everybody can be on the same page. And then the judge followed me all the way to the other side of the courthouse. And then we picked up the conversation in front of the prosecutor. Not that the judge was trying to do anything wrong or anything like that, but sometimes you can become so casual being in there in the courtroom. You just start talking. We in there all the time, so you can just start talking to somebody about something without even realizing that you're breaking the rules. But this bastard Glanville, not only was he talking, I mean, they weren't talking about the weather. They had the court reporter in the room, and the court reporter is typing down everything that the witness is saying, which is like, hold on, this ain't innocent. And I can see why Brian still was mad. If they call it a mistrial, then someone else can still pick it up. Well, the thing is, if they call it a mistrial only starts everything all over. So it'll just start the trial all the way back over, because Fannie Willis, she's not going to let this case go. If a mistrial is called, she's going to refile it and start all over again. I mean, she's not gonna let this case go. I mean, we could tell her ego. She brought her ass to court with her dress on backwards because she didn't want to listen to her own attorneys when they told her to sit down and shut the hell up. Who is over the chief judge, Fannie or the State Bar of Georgia? So the judge is independent as well as the district attorney is independent of each other. So they do not share. There's nobody bosses. They don't have any bosses. The bosses are the people. But we are regulated by the state. So if I do something wrong in Texas, same way in Georgia, the people on the back of this wall, these 9 people, the justices on the Supreme Court, they can take my license back because they're the one that gave it to me. They can suspend me. They can reprimand me publicly, like tell everybody, hey, he did something wrong and now he got to fix it. They can reprimand me privately. They can say, hey, you did something wrong, but we're not going to tell nobody. So it's a lot of different ways that the prosecutors can get in trouble and the judge, because the judge have the judge is a lawyer before he's a judge. So he has the same set of standards, if not more than a regular lawyer, because you got to follow the normal lawyer rules on top of the judicial rules. So I'm sure he's going to be in some hot water, and all he had to do, calm down, cool off, and say, you know what, Brian, I'm gonna let it go. But the judge want to know who his snitch is. See, the judge got a snitch in the house. Somebody snitching. I mean, because let's think about it. It was ex-parte. It was the judge. It was the court reporter, and it was the prosecutors. Somebody came back and told the prosecutors, and it probably was where is that? It probably was Miss Hilton. And Miss Hilton probably like, hey, I'm not gonna lose my damn license for nobody. But y'all gotta remember, Miss Love, one thing about her, she's so intent on winning this case, but after this case, you still have to work. I mean, as lawyers, we don't want to throw our license away because of one case. We still gotta work. We still gotta work for the next 30, 40 years. Well, hell no, I'm not working that long. I'm not working that long, but y'all get what I'm saying. We gotta work. We need our license. And Miss Love would do anything to win. But what she don't understand is you might win a battle, but you're gonna end up losing a war. Let me see. He was making his show. Okay. This has cost too much money. No one would touch it. That's true. I've been to trial with some determined prosecutors, and they was like, the hell with the cost. We gonna prosecute. And the defense, we're not concerned with the money. Y'all gonna spend all of this money. Y'all gotta call all these jurors in. We gotta have jury selection. All these people gotta get paid, and all these days of trial, all this money wasted. And I had this one county that did it over and over again and kept losing. Now the prosecutor don't even speak to me no more. He don't even speak to me no more, bastard. And I hope I don't offend y'all by using that word. Words change, meanings change over time. I don't mean the original meaning. I made my own meaning because I like the way it sounds. Brian is right. He can't disclose because he can lose his law license. It's like demanding the name of a whistleblower. Exactly. Not only that, Judge Glanville, he wants to know who the snitch is because he wants to, first of all, fire them. But guess what? If they reveal confidential information, that person could be prosecuted. Like the district attorney, Fannie Willis, will indict that person, take it to the grand jury and indict that person. So that person could lose everything if Brian still doesn't hold strong. Do y'all think he's gonna hold strong? Y'all think he's gonna hold strong? But sitting in jail on the weekends, and not only that, he's gonna be in there with Young Thug, he's gonna be working. So I don't really think that's gonna be like a big punishment. And you getting street cred. And street cred goes a long way when you're an attorney, because guess what? You need more clients in the future. Now, if I was in Atlanta and my lawyer is willing to go to jail for me, oh hell yeah, I'm hiring him. I don't think the judge would ever get the name. Hell no. I've even had situations like that. You have somebody in the court or the prosecutor's office and they like you as a person and they know if something's right or wrong. So they may tell you something and you got to be very careful how you move with that information, because obviously if somebody's putting a career, their livelihood, risk going to jail, losing their home if they lose their job, their kids, security, all of that, you want to make sure that you are a person that they can trust. And I actually think that Brian is not going to get a name. The judge said, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. That's what Brian and Brian said, you don't gotta give me 5 minutes. You bald head bastard, I don't need 5 minutes. Because I'm gonna tell you F you to your face. I'm not telling you shit, a damn thing. My bad for the new people if I'm a little too turned up, but this pissed me off because the judge went too far. I think he literally abused his authority. He wanted to know who it was so he know who to fire. You damn right. I have a feeling there would be no court. Ashley would have all those lawyers in there again. Man, Ashley, they said they showed up like 25 deep. Is that true? That reminds me of the scene on Color Purple when Celie had told what I think Celie had told, what is it, Danny Glover? She said, when my kids and my sister get to 10, we're gonna all sit around and whoop your ass. Oh man. She came in there deep. They was finna whoop Glanville and his damn dog. Somebody said, you seen Miss Houston had her head down. She did like she was praying. I gotta go back and watch because she probably was praying like, Lord, hold him, Lord. Make him strong so he won't be able to tell. And Miss Love, with her crooked ass, she told the judge, like, hey, judge, can you pause right quick? Let us figure out what we can do. This ain't because she care about Brian going to jail. That B don't give a damn. She cared because she didn't want the mistrial to happen because Young Thug doesn't have his lawyer anymore, and she didn't want to have to start all over again. Because if they start all over again, who knows? They might not even bring her back. And at this point, I don't even think the jury like her. But Fannie Willis ain't smart enough to see that. If you want to win, you can start by removing Adrian Love off the prosecution team. Because she ain't no damn good. That judge ain't no damn good, but that goddamn Love, man, she's a goddamn snake in the grass. The people of Atlanta should clear house, please. I don't know if any of y'all here from Atlanta, but shit, they like that down there. Somebody said they like that black girl magic. They didn't voted Fannie back in the office. They don't give a damn. They they just want somebody that that's in the know, that young and black. Oh yeah, she got it going on. They don't give a damn that she goddamn messing around with a man. And they said it one husband, a married man, and then had the nerve to ask about Nathan in his last interview. He said that Fannie asked him how his wife was doing. What you mean, how my wife doing? You the one that broke up the damn marriage. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Fannie Willis' boyfriend, Nathan Wade. He's talking about the only reason he stayed with her is because he wanted his kids to graduate high school first, and then he was going to divorce his wife. Wait a minute. So you got a job at the DA's office. Fannie hired her boyfriend, I think November the 1st, November the 2nd. You divorce, file for divorce from your wife the very next day. I thought you said you wanted your kids to graduate from high school. Do they graduate from high school in October on Halloween in Georgia? I'm sure they graduate what, May, June. Let me see what some more of these comments say. Oh yeah, Ashley. One thing about Ashley, she as a lawyer, we gotta always keep some clothes ready. You never know when you gotta run out the house. You know, you gotta keep your stuff hanging up. You gotta be ready. And Ashley was not only was she ready physically dressed up, but she was ready with her knowledge. Like she knew more than a judge and about the contempt powers in short notice. She didn't know Brian was gonna get held in contempt, so she already had her knowledge down. So that's how lawyers are so strong. We don't have to, lift 300 pounds to be strong. We strong with our minds, like chess. That's where we strong at with our knowledge. Let me see. Laugh at my fucking ass. You're a lawyer in the same pod as you got to be lit. He probably eating spreads and playing spades. Not spades. Come on. And dominoes tend to get in, huh? That's what they say. Let me see some more of these comments. If you watch, he bet you could. They said there were like 40 lawyers in the hallway, and that's why she asked if they could be seated in the jury selection. Yeah, see, Glanville didn't want none of that smoke. You can tell he knew in his mind that he effed up, but he was too far gone. His pride wouldn't let him backtrack. And you know what they say, pride comes before the fall. My husband said the same thing you said about it being Miss Hilson. He said that earlier. I want to go back and watch the video. I need to analyze her body language because I didn't really get to see too much of it because I was working and I was trying to do two things at once. Yes, it would be a mistrial. The jury would question why Steele is not the lead. Oh, hell yes. But what the judge is saying, I don't give a damn if it's going to be a mistrial. He said, let the appeals court figure it out later, but right now we're going to continue. But then he went to the back and he realized Attorney Adams, which is the co-counsel for Young Thug, he said, I'm not going to continue. I don't know the case like that. I only know my portion. But Brian still knows the whole thing, so he needs to be here. So the judge went back there and they figured out, okay, we could put you in jail for the weekends. Let me see. In the courtroom, Judge Joe Brown said Fanny put that gorilla. Had to. They probably tag teamed his ass. What's it called? Not Viagra. What's the other one? That Stormy Daniels with honey packs. He done took him a honey pack so he can get it on up. I don't think that much. It ain't that many honey packs in Georgia, I don't guess. She's the head of the ACC. Oh, the Defendants Association of Georgia. I guess the state bar, the portion for defense attorneys. Well, see, she not playing. She got some firepower, so she know what she's talking about. And she just testified in front of the Georgia legislature. I think the Georgia Senate. So she got some pull. So Glanville better be careful, because it ain't nothing for them legislatures to go and tell some of their buddy judges on the appeals court, hey, look at this judge, suspend him, sit him down, and then Judge Glanville gonna be down there needing a lawyer himself because he wouldn't let his pride get put to the side. Trump and the White House hats got them all. 450,000 sealed indictments in the basic federal system. Fannie, Tiffany, Maxine, Ship, Pelosi, Jasmine, all going to give him away for the EPS. You think so? Not Gitmo, huh? Yes, her body language and tone was totally off. At one point, her head dropped and she looked as if her moral compass has been violated. It wasn't too violated. She been working with Fannie Willis and Miss Love all this time. So she ain't, you know, she won all the smoke. So it ain't like she's sitting too high on her high horse. She can be crooked too. Y'all gotta watch it. Let me see. I want to go play a little bit of that video. Let me see if my system will let me do it. Let me see. Present, share screen. Let's see.
Go ahead. The way I understand my constitutional obligations, pursuant to the 6th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution, the corresponding sections of the Georgia Constitution, I'm required to make a full and complete statement to the court. For the record, and if God forbid this goes up on appeal for the appellate courts or another tribunal, commission, or administrative body, I was told based upon information and belief that when we arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock today, we did not come into your courtroom until almost 11:30. And what I found out just recently, this is not waived, is that supposedly in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys from the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Then I was told, based upon information belief, that Adrian Love, the lawyer for Mr. Copeland and this court, were together, and Ms. Love made representations that John Melnick supposedly spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Ms. Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never.
Mr. Steele, can I interrupt you just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that?
Well, I'm disturbed too. And the reason
I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it?
I'm going to ask you the question.
Okay.
Scuttle, if you look at SCUDDER versus State, which is 298 Georgia, 438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2D 638, 2016. Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somewhat accurate based upon what you just said. We're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me and you, Mr. Adams, meet with me and others have met with me. It's those are ex parte for a lot of different other reasons, but I will certainly note that for purposes of record.
Well, I'm going forward.
Oh, he mad now. Judge mad now. Tell me when y'all meet with me, it ain't a problem. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. But the judge like, okay, I'm gonna note that for the record. Don't worry about it. Y'all can't meet with me no more.
What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said,
and you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Ooh.
You're not?
No, I will not answer that question.
Why will you not answer that question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to.
No. I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is based upon information.
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have I have problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't
have some problem. What you gonna do? He said we can have some problems. Who the hell are you talking to? God damn it.
I don't want to know about your problems, okay, at this point in time. All I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you come upon this information? Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing that how somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversation with a party. I mean,
A witness who was sworn in Friday, the court's telling.
Oh, come on.
This is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland.
Tell me how you got the information.
Listen, whatever you want to do.
Tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it proprietary?
Information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court, or excuse me, let me rephrase that. This court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said, actually, all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
What I want to know is, why wasn't I there? Why did you want to be held in contempt?
Well,
I'm not
then
answering that question.
Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out. I tell you what, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you don't tell me, if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you. I'm going to put you in contempt, because that is not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not. You should have told me.
You got 5 minutes.
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue. This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas. And don't take my notes. No.
His notes. Don't take his damn notes. Wow. Wait a minute now. Wait. Oh man. Okay, there we go. I don't know why this thing is doing. Wow. Now hold on, Glanville. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. So the judge is upset, and y'all heard at the end that apparently Woody, aka Kenneth Copeland, admitted to killing Donovan Thomas to the damn judge and the DA. What the hell is going on? And now, if it's my understanding is correct, Kenneth Copeland's Woody attorney, when he need him the most, is he got some tickets somewhere, Disneyland. They got a substitute attorney for Kenneth Copeland, but his attorney talking about, I got tickets and I can't stay. So he pretty much threw his client under the bus, because one thing about it, having a substitute attorney when you in a fight for your life is not going to cut it. Let me see. Miss Love can't. Hell no, Miss Love can't sit. She ain't Miss Love. I'm telling you, she know that she ain't right. She knows she ain't right in the head. And she know that him putting all that stuff on the record is bad for her. Now I did see Miss Hilton. Miss Hilton, like she had her head down. But one thing about it, I did hear Brian Steele. He quoted Miss Hilton. He said Miss Hilton said this. So I'm wondering, would he have said her name if she was the leak? If he was, would he have said her name like that? I mean, if that's his person, then I would try to keep her out of it without saying what she said. but he specifically called her by name. Is supposedly she said something in the room. Let me see. I could be wrong. Yes, I was watching it live and rewatched the reaction in live. My question is why they don't want to give up the transcript of the secret conference. Well, supposedly it's ex parte, and ex parte stuff is off the record. It's one-sided for a reason. But now that the lawyers want this information, and I'm sure the appeals court want to see what's on this information, because I'm certain that it's going to be something that the judge had no business doing without the other side. And once that comes to light, then he's going to be in some big trouble with the bar. And I think it's going to be some mess now, because and then the judge can't even lie or tamper with the record, because they don't even know how Brian Steele, YSL Young Thug's lawyer, found out. And we keep assuming somebody told them. Hell, we don't even know they have a damn room bug. And that's why the judge is so damn mad, because the judge don't know. The judge got a fox in the hen house. As somebody just texted me, a fox in the hen house. And he don't know who the fox is, because the fox sitting there looking like the other hens. Question, what's going on? Now, my question for you is, will they be able to cross Woody on this without the transcript of record? And that's the argument that Shannon Stillwell had made. It's not Shannon Stillwell attorney, Shard. He's basically saying, when it's our time to cross-examine Kenneth Copeland, we don't have the information about what all he said in the back room. And we need that information in order to effectively cross-examine this witness. And that's the same argument that all the attorneys jumped up and said. Like, we need that transcript, because that's Brady evidence. Because if Kenneth Copeland said something in the back room that could potentially help one of the defense attorney's clients, then that information needs to and is required by law to be turned over to the defense attorneys. So, as a defense attorney myself, I'll be jumping up and down. And yes, I have got into it with plenty of judges. And as an advocate, sometimes that happens. You just don't want to. You gotta do it right. Like, I don't mind going off on the judge, but you gotta do it right. You don't want to kind of do it in front of the jury, because the jury thinks that the judge is the smartest person in the courtroom, and sometimes they don't even know the damn law. They just just because you got elected, that don't mean you the smartest person. But the jury thinks that the judge is the smartest person, and it's a respect thing. You don't want to be disrespectful, because the jury might think you're a bad person, and then they may, vote against your client. So, but once the jury's gone, you lay into them. I done had plenty of judges I had to lay into. Not that I didn't agree with their rulings, because if you know the law, you're a smart judge, you can rule against me, because I know your options. I know what you can and can't do, and you are within your right to do either or. But what I have a problem with is when you go outside the rules and start doing something that is not one of your options. Now we have a problem, because you're infringing the rights of my client, and my client, facing life in prison. So no, I'm not going to let you get away with nothing. I'm not going to give you one single inch. Let me see. Cause when the lady said court, the judge said, because when the lady said court, the judge said he ain't doing that. What you mean by that? Can you elaborate? I might have missed one of your earlier messages. Could it be the court reporter to throw a wrench, Ms. Weaver, to clear herself? It could be. I mean, you don't know. Like I said, we don't know who knows who. Ms. Weaver, quiet as it's kept, she might know somebody or have somebody in the family that's related to Brian Steele. You don't know who kin to who in the courtroom, or who related to who. You don't know what you don't know. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't know. It could be. What if it's, I don't know. What if it's Kenneth Copeland? Because if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Kenneth Copeland in the room and Kenneth Copeland's substitute attorney? So what if one of them came back and told, but that I don't know. The way the judge wanted to know, he believes it's somebody on his team. Like he told Steele he was unprepared. Yeah, that's out of line. And see, and Steele was being kind of passive. Steele wasn't aggressive enough for me at the beginning. See, I would have been on the judge. No, I'm prepared, judge. You're not prepared. Because you take breaks every 10 minutes. And then you say you're going to be going for 5 minutes. And those 5 minutes turn to 30 minutes. You always start court late. You don't know what you're talking about half the time. So yeah, it would have been a mistrial, all right. But Steele was trying to be nice and professional, talking about your honorable court. Like earlier, he had called the court your honorable court. He said, oh, never mind, not honorable court, just court. He quit saying honorable court because he mad at the judge. And yes, still trying to be professional, but with people like Love, you can't play fair with Love. I know Michelle Obama said when they go low, you go high. No, when they go low, you go lower. We gonna goddamn get it out the mud. I remember I had, where's my charger? I remember I had an expert witness come to trial with her lying ass. And after court that day, I researched and found out the stuff she was talking about. Come to find out, she didn't know what the hell she was talking about. So the next day, I called her back to the stand. I recalled her as a witness. I said, yeah, you told me such and such, but I couldn't find any records of that. I couldn't find anything to support that. And boy, she sat on the stand and she was on Google. She just sweating trying to find something to support that. And I said, yeah, I got your ass. Now I'm gonna let you sit there and look a fool. You supposed to be an expert, and now you got to be on Google. Yeah, sit there. And eventually I said, well, if you don't have it, you don't have it. He said, okay, if I find it, I'll text you later. She ran out that courtroom so damn fast. I ain't seen her since. Yeah, so it happened. Let me see, who is this? It's Copeland's girl lawyer who told. We could be. Oh yeah, they did say they got an email. They said they got an email from, I think they got an email from Copeland's original attorney. Yes, he said they got an email. Woody not sending no damn email. I'm thinking if it's something like that, Fannie might try to open a criminal investigation under the guise of getting the information she needs. So let's say she go to a judge and say, hey, judge, grand jury, I want a warrant for such and such. I want a warrant for their computers because I believe I want a warrant for their email address because I believe a crime has been committed. So, I want you to sign a warrant as a judge. And she can use that to try to find out, and see what they can find out through email. I don't put nothing past them folks in goddamn Atlanta. Georgia, y'all getting about as crazy as Florida. Woody lawyer sent the email to the other lawyer. He sent it to Steele. Let me see, with word by word what was said. And that's why the judge was upset, because once Brian started saying exactly, Brian Steele was saying exactly what was said in the back room, the judge knew for a fact that Steele knew what the hell he was talking about. That's what I said all the way at the top. Okay, that's what you already said. Kenneth Copeland was in custody, so he could not talk to the defendant. Plane ticket. She's the one who took. That's what I'm saying. It could have been, it could have been her. He said that shit got deleted. Big deleted. It's printed out already. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, who else on the staff? We got Weaver, we got Hilton. We know it ain't no damn Love. She would do anything to cheat. She would do anything to win. So we know it ain't her for a fact. Her lying ass. See, with her ain't no reasoning with love because she dirty. She dirty. Y'all know somebody dirty when you see somebody dirty. Dirty B. I see it. Oh man. Let me see. I said I was gonna be good today. So if what Steele is saying that was told to him is factual, that would mean Woody admitted to killing her in front of the judge. And right, like a damn fool. I don't care what type of immunity or piece of paper they put in your face. Why the hell would you admit to killing somebody? I mean, first of all, you shouldn't have did it. I mean, you got to make that disclaimer. But you have a right. See, your rights, they say anything you say can and will. They ain't saying maybe to be used against you, can and will be used. Now, he got immunity. They can't per se use that. But what they're going to do is backtrack. They're going to love with her dirty self. She going to tell her investigators and the police officers, hey, we know he killed Donovan Thomas, aka Nut. He admitted it to us. But what we need y'all to do, we need y'all to prove it without his words. So we need y'all to go back, pull film, get some witnesses, put him on the scene, cell phone data, but just whatever y'all do, we can't link it back to his testimony. We got to say it was independent of his testimony. And once they do that, Woody is good as gone. Which will also mean they are trying to pin a crime they knowingly know they didn't commit on that. I think the only reason Kenneth Copeland, Woody wasn't charged and not sitting in a seat next to the current defendants is because they were banking on him being the star witness. So that's why they didn't charge him. Because they like, hey, he's gonna talk. I mean, he already talked on video to the police, for what, 3 hours. So we're not gonna indict him. And I guess it can be said that if Kenneth Copeland admitted to killing Donovan Thomas, that means everybody sitting out in this audience didn't do it. That means Kenneth Copeland did it on his own. So that's exculpatory evidence. That's something the jury needs to know about. That's something that the defense attorneys need to know about. Let's see. Tab the like button, support the channel, become a member. Yes. Yeah, if y'all don't mind hitting the like button, I'm a relatively new channel. And when y'all hit the like button, it kind of helps. It helps. I know I ain't got 100,000, 200,000, but hey, you got to start somewhere. And one thing about it, I'll sit here as a lawyer, we like to talk. I'll sit here and talk to my damn self. Now, if the feds come for this RICO, then stuck like motherfucking Chuck. Stuck like Chuck. We don't know what they talked about, but the way the judge reacted, the judge knew for a fact that Brian Steele was saying something. He knew Brian knew what he was talking about. Brian had said, hey, we heard y'all in the room for a while. Brian actually started quoting what was happening in the room. And I mean, I get why Brian did it. He could have waited and then raised this issue at the appeals court. But what he wanted to put it on the record now, like, hey, judge, I caught you with your pants down. You in the back. And not only are you back there with Miss Love, which we already had a feeling you was doing that anyway, you back there with a goddamn sworn in witness. And the judge is literally threatening this man. The judge said, I can hold you for 2 years if you don't testify. Which if Kenneth Copeland knew any better, 2 years is a deal. Because what you just admitted to could probably get you 40, 50. So the judge is basically threatening him, saying, hey, I can hold you until you testify. Okay. And basically what they're saying is we can hold you until the trial. It can't be 2 years, but until the trial is over. And, as a defense attorney, I done seen all type of ways. Some people they gon' die on a shield. Hey, I gotta go to jail. I gotta go to jail. And apparently, Woody got 11 convictions, and ain't his first time going to jail. That boy can handle 30 days. I'm just surprised. It seemed like one weekend is all it took for him to bring his ass to court today and start talking. I don't know if that was his own doing. He wanted to get out of jail, or that was the advice of his silly ass lawyer. Let me see. But they implied they didn't arrest him for the murder of Nutt in the interrogation tape. Right. And then they probably didn't have no hardcore proof that he did it, but he actually confessed. He confessed today. That's what Brian Steele just said at the end of that video I just played, that Kenneth Copeland told the judge and the prosecutor that he killed Donovan Thomas. And that's when the judge ran off the bench. I'm done. It's a break. And then the officer went over there trying to get Brian away from the mic because I guess he didn't want the truth to come out. But we have, as attorneys, we have a right to make a record. Even without the judge being in there, judge, I don't need you in here to make a record. You want to go out and play with your damn dog, go outside. I just need the court reporter in here, and the court reporter can type down everything I say. If you can't stand and listen to it because you got caught. But see, I understand the feds didn't want it, but there's a difference between the feds not wanting it and then the feds not being able to do anything about it, right? So the feds may not want it right now, but if they get some more evidence, then they may want it. Or let's say, we got a new president election coming up. Let's say it's a new president, a new Justice Department, a new group of people. Somebody may want to make a name for it, so they may say, "Hey, my last person, they didn't want it predecessor. I want it. They couldn't prove it. I'm gonna prove it." And now he done got this, and somebody knows that he supposedly killed Donovan Thomas. Fannie loves her RICO money grab. Fannie said, "Pay her in cash." She said her and Nathan in summertime, they want to go to the Bahamas this time off the taxpayer money. Yeah, goddamn Fannie. And then she said she gonna take a Grey Goose to get her loose. The judge basically agreed with Steele because he asked him how did he know, and he didn't deny it. He just kept trying to deflect. Exactly. He kept trying to deflect, so the judge knew. I mean, it's no secret it happened. If it wasn't true, the judge could have said, "Hey, you don't know if you're talking about that didn't happen. That's not true." The first thing when you tell somebody something and they say, "Who told you that? How you know that? How you find out?" They probably coerced their confession, and they probably did, and that's the problem when you have backdoor meetings, when nobody's in there. And I guess Love and the judge got tired of being in there on their own, so they needed some watchers. What they call that when people like somebody to watch them? And she done jumped on his and that's Miss Love real hair, ain't it? At first I thought it was a 27 piece. I guess that's a real hair. You notice at the end the judge asked words is Woody spilling Lord. Was she gone? She better be gone. Hey, all that heat up in that damn room. She too light. Old folks say she too light in the ass. She couldn't handle all that pressure. When them 25 lawyers came up in there deep, they would have turned her every which way but loose. And his main lawyer out of goddamn town because he couldn't get his tickets refunded. Boy, you shouldn't have told nobody that. Why the hell would you even say that? You couldn't come up with a better damn excuse. And I mean, I get it. He can't control the timing of the trial. He could have had a vacation plan out with Disney, and I'm saying Disney because that's kind of expensive. And you got to go on this day, or you're gonna lose all your money. But this is a big deal. This is a national trial. The hell with Disney. They ain't going no damn well. They damn council gonna be there the next weekend after. But see, in Texas, we have, if we want to take vacation and we put it in writing to let the courts know ahead of time during the summer months, then the judge cannot schedule anything for that day. No matter, even if they try to set something, hey, you got to be here, as long as we had that notice in. And that's probably what that attorney was saying. Hey, I'm not going to be here. You can't even order me to be here because I already put my notice in with the court that it's my vacation days. And quiet as it's kept, that lawyer, Woody ain't paying that man no damn money. Let's be real. Woody ain't paying that man no money for him to counsel whatever he got going on. Woody said when he was on the stand, he was getting ready to plead the fifth, and they have let him go. I might be wrong, but I don't think he's gonna show to. Well, see, I didn't catch the end. Wait, they let Woody out of custody? And dropped the bomb because Woody fired her. That's why she left. Woody lawyer said he put it in way back in December. Right. So he put it in enough notice. The courts can't do a damn thing about it. They can just wave you by at the damn airport when you're getting on the plane. Wow. So wait a minute. They let Woody leave the jail. I follow Miss Sylvia. She's inside the courtroom. Jury is so over this shit. Miss Woody free? Oh shit. You can't make this up. Wait a minute. You cannot make this up. See, and that's more so of a reason that Woody then went back there and said something they wanted to hear in that back room. Now all of a sudden, they let him go. See, that's why you know something wrong. That's my opinion. Woody then went back there and he's cooperating, or he's telling them stuff they want to hear. I mean, he admitted to a damn murder. So now they're like, okay, he's playing ball now, so we can trust them to, to go home and come back. If Woody was smart, he should have did like that girl. It was a girl in Mellie's trial. I think it was Mellie. And she stayed hidden the whole trial. And obviously, if the trial is over with, then your testimony is going to be irrelevant. The only thing for Kenneth Copeland, they may try to come back and indict his ass later on separately and have a separate trial. They're not going to let him go scot-free if he don't cooperate. Okay, I've seen her show. I think I've seen her a couple of days ago. I was on YouTube and I saw her. And she was saying about what had happened in the courtroom. And actually, I think she had another guy. I think it was a man named George, and he was in the courtroom too. Exactly. The judge asked him 3 times, "Are you going to be here for 9:30?" And what did he say? I'm gonna be there. Damn fool. Woody also said he was lying too. The like one, appreciate that. Thank you. Please hit the like button if y'all can. It's not an inconvenience. I don't know what the like button look like on y'all screen. It can't be that far, huh? Huh? But he said, everybody heard, I'm gonna plead the fifth. Oh my God. If he's gonna plead the fifth, they're gonna lock him back up. George really comes, he gets his information from her. Good. Because he was weighing me out and he was talking the other day. I said, let him go. Let him go, Miss Sylvia. Shit. Let him go. Oh, that's strange. If he said, I'm gonna plead the fifth, maybe they trying to let him go home to soften him up. Like, hey, if you cooperate with us, you keep testifying, we're gonna let you go home. What's that other guy? It was another guy that was testifying for like 2 or 3 weeks straight, and he was there every day. That was the one that said, I don't remember, I don't recall. See, I gotta go back and watch. Oh, he heard. I'm thinking what he's trying to do is show him some goodwill. He's trying to show him like some goodwill, like, hey, we're gonna let you go, but you better have your ass back here, because if you don't, you going to the Fulton County jail. And guess what, Miss Love? That I'm telling y'all, I watched the video with her when he first tried to exercise his rights, and she said it over and over again. Make sure your client knows if he don't testify, he's going to be in the Fulton County jail. She kept emphasizing Fulton County jail. Lawyers, we just say you're going to be taken into custody. We don't say the specific jail, but she kept emphasizing the Fulton County jail. She was threatening him. She was saying, hey, if you don't cooperate with us, we're going to lock you up with the same people sitting in this courtroom. And we already know that one of the people already got stabbed. So she letting him know that, hey, we're going to throw you in there with the wolves if you don't cooperate with us. We're going to put you in the Fulton County jail. Oh, yeah, Ted. Yeah. I wonder how the murder victim's family feel about this. They had to watch him walk out of court without doing one exact. He admitted to murder, and the judge, in his wise discretion, let him go. The judge could have said, well, I guess it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough because according to the judge, when he first took Woody into custody, he said that he only took him into custody. He was doing that because Woody wouldn't testify. And the only way Woody would be let out of jail is if he testifies. So I'm wondering if Woody purged or cured his contempt of court by testifying today. So if he testified today, then the judge has no basis to hold him because he did cure the criminal contempt. And then if he asserts it tomorrow, I guess he'll go back into custody again. But I don't know. I don't know how much did he sing today? Was he up there like telling a lot? Was he singing for his supper? They let him get on the stand Friday, knowing he was going to plead the fifth, and still brought that up before the judge. Yeah. And the judge don't see the judge is getting caught out on his bull. Oh, yeah, I like this one. I think the judge let him go because she's going to be a witness against the judge. No, they even threatened the judge. Ashley came in there with her bright pink coat on, and she said, "No, judge, your ass gonna be a witness next, so you better lawyer up." And the judge was mad. You could tell he was mad. He said, "Oh, I gotta go think." No, don't go think now. Was you thinking when you was back there in the back room? It was a bunch of stupid pictures, and they caught the prosecution showing an altered photo. Like I said, when I became a defense attorney back in 2019, my number one rule when I became a defense attorney, you never trust a DA. Them goddamn dirty DAs. People think, oh no, they DAs, they police officers. You know, they don't do nothing bad. They just want justice. Man, them people will go as low as you can go. And they have us at a disadvantage because they get the evidence first. They get all the evidence from the police, and then they give it over to us. And what happened was, I don't even know, Miss Love had got mad at Brian Steele because she said Brian Steele altered some video discovery. But my question is, why did Brian Steele have to give you anything? Why you didn't get it from the police department? If you're saying that Brian Steele is altering your copy or his copy and he only giving y'all bits and pieces, go get your own copy. Because Brian Steele is not required to give you a damn thing. Defense attorneys, we don't have to prove anything. We can sit there the whole trial and not say a word. Y'all have to prove y'all case beyond a reasonable doubt. Y'all have to prove we did it. We don't have to prove that we didn't do it. See, but Steele was trying to be nice. See, that's why you can't be nice to certain folks. Miss Love would have been up there running her mouth. She would have been hooping and hollering if she thought she was going to come in there and try to punk me for some evidence that she could get her damn self. But Brian want to be nice to the honorable court. Your honorable court, your honorable court. Boy, to hell with that damn. You better play like they playing. You want to win. I remember watching a baseball game, and the one of the coaches was sending all his players to steal base. They stealing, and they just scoring points. And then the other coach, he want his players to run one base at a time, because this is younger kids. No, we're not gonna steal. We're gonna play by the rules. Only one base. And I was like, you getting your ass kicked, and these kids are gonna lose this game. And they got blew out, of course, because you want to sit there and play by the rules, and the other team is goddamn stealing bases, stealing home, stealing everything. So you can't play nice with these goddamn prosecutors or opposing counsel. Let's say, you know, if you're a prosecutor, you got to watch the damn other side too. You got to watch some defense attorneys. Now, I'm not saying don't do nothing unethical. I mean, you don't want to lose your license, but shit, don't goddamn just hand them whatever whatever they're asking for. Will being out on the street, most guys are going to be scared to press him because they know how he. Apparently he ain't scared to pull the trigger. Apparently, y'all think they're gonna be looking for him tonight? Oh, thank you, T. Jones. I definitely appreciate it. Some people think I'm a little rough around the edges, so it ain't for everybody. You know, everybody got their own type of style, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. Yeah. Some people don't want to tell it. They don't want to tell it. I'm gonna tell it. Hell, you ain't want nobody to tell it. Quit doing the shit, Glanville. Love, funny. Cause y'all know that Fonnie, she the head boss, so you know they texting her like, "Oh shit, Brian just got arrested. What do we do? What's going on?" Fonnie like, "I'm not bringing my ass back down there. Ashley already kicked my ass in the Trump case. You think I'm gonna come down there effing with her again?" Oh my God. Well, let me see. Well, I always thought the DA and the public defenders work. Hell no. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, there's always exceptions to rules. If two people know each other, or you know, they cool outside of work. That's why I don't like to associate too heavy with the court or the DAs. No, we can't go eat no damn lunch. Hell, I don't eat what you eat, and you don't eat what I eat. Because if you get too comfortable with the other side, then you could find yourself letting stuff slide because you don't want to offend them or your friendship. That's why I keep my distance. Now I don't need to go to your damn country club. I don't need to go swim in your pool. I got my own. So I keep my distance. Not that I don't like you, because I want to keep that line solid. Like if you're doing something wrong, or I need to object, or I need to call you out for crossing the line, I have no problem doing it. I don't owe you anything. So that's why I think lawyers, defense attorneys, or public defenders should keep separate from prosecutors. Just so you don't find yourself. And some people may think they can do both. You might think that, hey, I can be friends with them and do my job. But inadvertently, without you even knowing, you might stay seated when you should have jumped up and objected. Why you think he pleaded the fifth? Well, apparently because he got some bodies to hide. Apparently, they said he confessed the murder today, behind closed doors. So that's a damn good reason to plead the fifth, if I ever heard of one. You got to remember, whatever he say, the feds can still pick him up and lock him up. They know he is not going to put Thug there. So as long as he says he did it, this is getting picked up by the feds. Not sure if you covered this, but was it lawful to have that meeting without notifying the event? Well, right now we don't know what was said, but based on what Brian Steele said, found out, or what he said, what was said, then the defense should have been in the back room. Why y'all in the back room talking about matters without the defense being present? That's a big deal. Y'all can't be in the back. Not only were y'all in the back room talking about certain stuff, y'all didn't tell the defense about it. We had to find out on our own. Now, if y'all were in the back room talking, or if the judge told me, like, hey, an issue came up that with Woody, and Woody has a surgery he has to have tomorrow, and we're just trying to work out the schedule when he can come back. Okay, that's something innocent. And you got surgery, okay, whatever. But when you're talking about the case, the judge is back there threatening him, like, hey, you better testify. I'm going to lock you up for 2 years. You better testify, or you can be charged with a crime after this case is over with. You better not plead the fifth. Like, wait, what? What are you talking about? First of all, what are you talking about? Second of all, who are you talking to? See, they know who to play with. They know who they can handle and they can push over. And apparently they thought that this substitute attorney that Kenneth Copeland had is light work. But sooner or later, she's going to be a witness against the judge and I'm sure the DA's office. That will break it down for everyone. Look up. What code is this? Look up 2.9 or 2.5 code. Which code from which like, is that federal code you're talking about, Mason? Or are you talking about Georgia code? Let's see. Code, let me see. It's federal code 2.9. All right, let's see what 2.9 say. Well, I see this is federal code. Okay, Georgia. Okay, I see Georgia. Okay, let me see. Georgia code 2.9. Let's see what the law say. All right, let me share my screen with y'all so we can look up the law together. Let's see what it say. We get to the bottom of this right now. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger. Georgia Code, Judicial, what is that, conduct, I'm guessing? 2.9, assuring fair hearings and averting ex parte communication. Judges shall accord to every person who has a legal interest in a proceeding or that person's lawyer the right to be heard according to law. See, Judge, you can't walk away when I'm on the mic. Judges shall not initiate, permit, or consider ex parte communications or consider other communications made to them outside the presence of the parties or their lawyers concerning a pending proceeding or impending matter subject to the following exceptions. Okay, so we got the rule. Let's see what the exceptions are. Number one, where circumstances require ex parte communications are authorized for scheduling, administrative purposes, or emergencies that do not deal with substantive matters or issues on the merits, provided that the judge reasonably believes that no party will gain a procedure, substantive, or tactical advantage as a result of the ex parte communication, and the judge makes provisions promptly to notify all other parties of the substance of the ex parte communication and gives the party an opportunity to be respond. So we stop right there. If we just stop on number one alone, it's clear that the judge has to let the other side know, unless it's something small, like I talked about earlier. If it's something about scheduling or emergency, he feels sick, he got to go to the doctor. That's something small, but you still, even then, you still gotta you still gotta notify the other side and give them an opportunity to respond. And the judge did not notify the other side at all. Because number two, judges may obtain the advice of a disinterested expert on the law applicable to a proceeding before the court if they give notice to the parties of the person consulted and the substance of the advice and afford the parties reasonable opportunity to respond. So we got number two. The judge can go outside and call another judge. And obviously they don't apply to this case because he was actually in there with a witness. Let's see what number three say. Judges may consult with court staff and court officials whose functions are to aid in carrying out adjudicative responsibilities, or with other judges, provided judges make reasonable efforts to avoid receiving factual information that is not part of the record. Okay, so yeah, number three don't apply. They can talk to other judges. Let's see if they can talk to witnesses. Let's go number four. Judges may, with the consent of parties, confer separately with the parties of their lawyers in an effort to mediate or settle pending proceedings. Obviously, number four is not the case because we didn't have no consent of the parties. We didn't have no consent from Young Thug or any other co-defendants. So number four don't apply. Number five, judges may initiate, permit, or consider ex parte communications when authorized by law to do so, such as when issuing temporary protective orders. Okay, that don't apply. Arrest warrants, that don't apply. Search warrants don't apply. Or when serving on therapeutic problem solving or accountability courts, drug courts, mental health courts, veteran courts. So none of that applies. Let's go to B, 5B. If a judge inadvertently receives an unauthorized ex parte communication bearing upon the substance of the matter, the judge shall make provision promptly to notify the parties of the communication. So if the judge accidentally finds out about something, somebody come to the judge and start talking, running their mouth, the judge is supposed to stop them right away and notify the other side right away, which he did not do that. I mean, obviously this wasn't inadvertently. The judge was back there, having tea in the closed door session. Number six, judges shall not investigate facts in a pending proceeding or impending matter independently and in making adjudicative decisions shall consider only the evidence presented and any facts that may properly be judicially noted. So the judge can't go out and investigate. That's what the witnesses are for. The judge can't go do his own investigation from the bench. I mean, that's common sense. I mean, because if you start investigating on your own and the other side don't know nothing about it, then it won't be fair. So I mean, that didn't apply. A judge in letter D, a judge shall make reasonable efforts, including providing appropriate supervision to ensure that this rule is not violated by court staff, court officials, and others subject to the judge's direction and control. What about the judge? A judge shall make reasonable efforts, providing appropriate supervision to ensure that this rule is not violated by the court staff, court officials, and what about the damn judge himself? Okay, the commentary, judges shall immediately stop any attempted improper ex parte communication. Number 2, the right to be heard is an essential component of a fair and impartial system of justice. We know that judge is not fair. We know it. And we know sometimes you might have drug court, mental health courts, and that's normal. Sometimes you might have those type of courts, and basically what happens is the judge is talking to the defendant without the prosecutor, and that's that's allowed. That's not a big deal, but to go as far as the judge, that rule is probably going to be the nail in the judge's coffin. Let me see. I don't see how any code permits a judge to be a part of a sworn in witness admitting to a crime, keeping that from that doesn't cover that at all. No, they were all hiding in the back till lunch. Yep, none of the exclusion, none. I won. And remember, still told him that what was said in there and said it in the order it was said, but never said who said. No, he's not gonna tell. Still, I wonder, do y'all think Still's gonna tell? Do y'all think Still's going to say, hey, Judge, I don't want to go to jail on the weekend? Y'all think he's gonna tell? Y'all think he's gonna stand on business? Do y'all think the judge is gonna stand on business? Not the judge, Brian Still. Or y'all think the judge gonna make him break? Why was the judge confused if it was criminal contempt or not? Because the judge didn't know what the hell he was doing. Basically, what Ashley was saying is two different types of contempt. You got criminal contempt. Criminal contempt punishes past behavior. You can't say, I'm only going to punish you until you do what I want you to do. That's not criminal contempt. Criminal contempt is for something you already done. Civil contempt is, and this is in Georgia, the way Ashley explained it, civil contempt is when you can fix your contempt by doing what the judge asked you to do. Woody fixed his contempt because Woody testified. Now his contempt is over with. Now he obviously got to go home today. That's civil contempt. And what the judge was saying, still, I'm going to hold you in a jail until you do what I want you to do. And the lawyer was like, okay, that's civil contempt. You're punishing, if you're going to punish Steele for something he already did, that's criminal contempt. So you need to, with criminal contempt, there's a limit, 20 days maximum and $1,000 fine. And the judge gave Steele the full 20 days, weekends only. And he didn't do weekends only because he was looking out for Steele. He did weekends only because he knows that Brian Steele needs to be in the court Monday through Friday. And if Brian Steele is not in that courtroom Monday through Friday, more than likely this trial is not going to move forward because Attorney Keith Adams said he's not going to do it by himself. So the judge had no choice but to do. I had a client that did weekends only. It was a condition of her probation. What did she do? I can't remember the facts of that particular case. But yeah, she had to do weekends only. It was mandatory by statute. The judge can even override that. But what he could do, instead of making her sit in there for 20 days, whatever, he let her break it up. Hell no, he's not saying nothing because he could lose his license for good. Yeah. And that's interesting. I don't know what his basis for losing his license would be. He says attorney-client privilege. And attorney-client privilege would be if, let's say Jeffrey Williams, his client, told him something. Okay, that's attorney-client privilege. So I think he misspoke when he said attorney-client privilege, because that don't apply. That means we can't tell what our clients tell us. Then we can definitely get in trouble with the bar. So that's what Brian said is work product. Basically, lawyers' personal notes are our work product. It's like a secret recipe. If I have notes down throughout the trial, my strategy, my game plan, I'm not required to turn that over to the other side. Just like they're not required to turn over their notes and stuff to me, as long as it's not nothing that can set my client free. Now, if they had a note that I talked to such and such said that Jeffrey Williams is innocent, okay, I'm required to have that note now, because that's exculpatory evidence. But if it's just a note, what my strategy is going to be, okay, we're going to call this witness first, we're going to call this witness second. And if the defense attorneys do this, we're going to do that. Then I'm not required to have that. So judge can be called as a witness in the criminal contempt hearing. Well, apparently not now, because the judge said he's not going to recuse himself. He made it clear. He said, I'm not going to recuse myself. So the only way another judge can do that is if Judge Glanville get out the way. And he said he's not going to do it. And what the lawyer said, Judge Glanville, you don't got to get out the way for the whole trial. Just get out the way for the contempt portion, because you are a witness. And Judge Glanville said, no, F that. I'm not helping him out at all. He don't want to tell me who the mole is. He don't want to tell me who the rat in my house is. I'm going to lock his ass up. And that's face because he said it and the rest of them said it. Oh yeah, probably that's fact. Yeah, they for real too. They call Fannie witness and her lover to the stand. This same lawyer, Ashley, Merchant. It's not beneath her to drag Judge Glanville off his high horse and put his ass in the hot seat, because now you're gonna be under oath as a witness. So lie now. So she was kind of threatening the judge, like, yeah, we're going to put you on the oath. Do you know who you messing with? Have you not seen me on TV? Do you not know I'm the reason that the Trump trial is paused in Georgia? She said, I did that. I'm not even Trump's lawyer. She's not Trump's lawyer, but she helped Trump out a lot, because once she helped out her client, then it applied to all the other defendants, including Trump. So Trump and better look into getting her on their side. If he gave up his source, he risked attorney-client privilege. And also, the judge and Ms. Love had a conversation with Woody and coerced him into testifying because he was going to plead the fifth again. I think so. They put him in that back room, and they probably said, listen here, Negro. We finna lock your ass up where the sun don't shine. We're gonna lock you and throw away the key. So you better get your ass out there and act like you got some goddamn sense to get on that stand and testify. I don't think it's, like I said before, I don't think it's attorney-client privilege per se, because it has to be communication between Steele and his client. So I don't think attorney-client privilege apply in that situation. But like Steele said, maybe work product is his personal information. And not only that, Ashley Merchant's, Brian Steele's attorney, made a good point. This could be potentially criminal. So Brian has an even greater right. He has a, guess what? Brian has a Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate himself. Because let's say Brian was listening outside the door. He got a listening device in the judge's office. That's criminal. They can't make Brian tell who told him that. They can't make him do it. Because he could be prosecuted if it, if it was something illegal. Let's see. This is why they have a high conviction rate. It's so high because they railroad these uneducated young in, but the DA hasn't come across the money TV. Exactly. Fannie Willis, she get on TV. Oh, we got a 95% conviction rate. You ain't playing nobody. That's like an NBA team playing a college team or a high school team and beating everybody, beating them every game. You ain't playing nobody. You're going up against the public defenders, not to mention 98% of all criminal defendants don't have the money to get their own lawyers, so they use public defenders. And we all know public defenders are overworked and underpaid, so it ain't like they're gonna do their damn best. Most of these cases are getting played out. That 5% that you losing, Fannie, that's when you actually got some real lawyers showing up. That's not gonna give you one single inch. Say a public pretender, not 1 inch. So yeah, it tripped me out when she get on there and say, yeah, we got our conviction rate high, and Fannie, where that damn money at? That's what I want to know. Shit, you can get that man $2 million. So they say he talking about he get 500 an hour, 250 an hour, whatever. Nathan, boy, y'all got that damn money stashed. And apparently Nathan Wade's wife is from not too far from Houston. I think they said Pearland, Texas. That ain't too far. And your wife want to know where the goddamn money at. Where the money at, Fannie? Where the money at? God damn it. You can't have a private conversation with the prosecution and a sworn witness without yeah. Unless if it's something small like we just read, if it's something small like emergency came up, let's say I'm gone for the day, I'm the defense attorney, I'm gone for the day, and ain't nobody there for the prosecution and the judge, and the prosecution find out like, hey, he got a weak heart, he got to go in and get an EKG, or he got to get some tests done, and she tell the judge, that's fine. I mean, when I come back to court the next day, you can tell me. I remember I had one trial. The jury, they sent a note, and I was outside getting some fresh air, and the judge didn't want to read the note because I wasn't there yet, and it was something small, but I think they wanted to order some pizza. The jury wanted to order some pizza. It wasn't a major, but shit, they ended up getting a verdict before they even got the damn pizza. I was mad as hell too, because I was trying to get a slice. Sheesh. Yeah, okay, yeah. Michael Roman is her client. That's a co-defendant of Trump's. Yeah, right. Appreciate the support, Michael. If y'all can hit that like button or subscribe if y'all new. But if I'm too much for y'all, he doing too goddamn much in Texas. Then this might not be the spot. This might not be the spot. But thank you for stopping by. And if you're gonna finish, if you say, hey, I'm here now, I might as well wear you out while I got you here. Public pretend. Oh my goodness. I see so many of it, the public pretenders come to court. Some of them actually, do the best they can with what they got, but some of them are terrible. Terrible. I seen one, he just did so bad. And y'all gotta remember, sometimes lawyers are making arguments, and it's a whole lot of other lawyers sitting in the room. So we watching you. We trying to see if you're on your game or not. Oh my God. We see some bad lawyers. And then one of them, he had the nerve to go to the restroom on the phone talking about, yep, I'm just down here saving lives. Boy, you ain't saving shit. You couldn't save your damn self. What the hell you talking? You saving lives. I said, let me get out this restroom. Let me get out. He gonna piss me off for doing all that damn line, and your client over there getting railroaded. They getting paid $55 billable hours and still got $3 million back. Hey, still getting that money. And then his clout is finna go up so much more. I mean, he gonna be the only lawyer that I know that can say he went to jail and shared a jail cell with his famous client. And the judge thought this was punishment. Not only that, but just for the weekend. So still gonna go in Friday, get out Sunday. Shit, that sounds like a good deal to me. See, if you're a long-term thinker, some people short-term thinkers, they're not gonna look at the big picture. I'm looking at the big picture. Oh, the food bad in the jail. Well, goddamn, eat before you go. If you eat a good meal on Friday, you ain't got to worry about eating Saturday. You're gonna be right back out on Sunday. So I mean, come on. Let's see. When Steele was continually talking after the judge walked out and told him he has 5 minutes, Love told a court reporter to stop. Oh, she did. That sneaky helper. Look. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that ending part. She told a court reporter to stop typing. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that part. No, she didn't. I don't put nothing past her ass, though. I'm telling you, I know. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Oh, she showed it. Yep. She did her finger. She showed it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can share my screen. She showed it. Let me see if I can share it. This computer act right when it want to act right. I'm gonna just play the end part right quick.
What I was told, Mr. Copeland made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was don't take my.
Y'all saw that? Miss Love was like, No, Love, you can't do that. The record is a record. The judge going to be up all night trying to get out. Oh, yes. You can tell by the judge's face. He know he effed up. He didn't effed up the church's money. He didn't mess up. He know he messed up. No, don't try to walk off now. Bring your ass in your face. When Steele was saying, what is it? When Steele was saying Woody admitted to the crime. Oh, yeah. He said at the end, I'm glad we got to hear that. I'm gonna need the camera crew. The camera crew ain't messy enough. What's her name? Y'all said Miss Sylvia. I'm gonna go to Miss Sylvia channel. I'm gonna tell her, hey, keep that. I got these 2 shirts on. I need to turn his AC. I can tell Miss Sylvia, keep that camera going as long as you can. Because I mean, we barely caught that piece. That was an important piece that Kenneth Copeland admitting to killing that man. And I know that man's family is pissed off. So they might be out there looking for him. Like, oh, you admitted to killing my family member and you think you finna just walk around free in and out of this courtroom? Yeah, exactly. That's why the judge kept interrupting him. They do not want this on the record. Yeah, exactly. The judge trying to talk over him because the judge know that what Brian's put on the record would have him in some hot water. And the judge know. We just read Rule 2.9. And let me see. I think she said something about another rule. Let me see. Georgia Rule 2.5. Oh shit. Well, excuse my language. I'm trying to keep it down. Well, hell, we know that don't apply. We know he broke Rule 2.5. He broke that day 1. Judges shall perform judicial and administrative duties competently. Don't got that. X, diligently. X, and without bias or prejudice. Well, shit. That's not that. We can cross out the whole A because he ain't got none of that. We can cross out B because judges shall maintain professional competence. He clearly don't have competence because he didn't know the difference between criminal contempt and civil contempt. Yet he's called himself the chief judge. It's 20 judges in the court, and he's so-called the chief judge, and he don't know the difference between criminal contempt and civil contempt. And he had some lawyers come to his courtroom and have to school him on the law, and yet you call yourself the chief judge. So we know B damn show don't apply. Let's C, rules that might be understood as requiring impartiality. He don't got impartiality. He not impartial. He definitely on the state side. Number 2, prohibiting ex-parte communications in connection with impending matters, impending proceedings. And look at the commentary. Judges may perform weddings. Long as they don't mess with court, that's nothing. Number 2, weddings. That don't apply. Weddings. See, that's stuff where you don't need two sides. You don't need both sides there, for a wedding. That's nothing. But something as serious as a criminal defendant's freedom on the line, they can get locked up. And trust me, that weight is heavy on Brian Steele. This is not a joke. I've sat at the table with criminal defendants facing 25 years minimum to life, and their lives are literally in your hands. So I know the stress level is high. You can't really just eat good because you're up all night preparing for court the next day. Then you're in court all day. You may have to file some motions. Something gonna happen in court. It's always something. I had one court reporter didn't show up at all, and come to find out, they said she's on that Cokiana. I said, I walked in the court with a damn court reporter. They said, I guess she on one of her cocaine binges. I said, I know you mother can lie. And she was a young little European woman, white woman, like she had her stuff together. She always was dressing nice. I guess she was a functioning addict. Let me see. They are only obligated to show for you when they are appointed through the court. They have no obligation other than that. My grandma was one of them lawyers who got appointed to people. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I didn't see what happens is people will try to save money so they'll get a court-appointed attorney. I'm gonna get a public defender. I'm not gonna pay no thousands of dollars for no lawyer. And then when the hit the fan and they facing 10 years in prison, 5 years in prison, then they come running trying to call a lawyer. Hey, I had this court-appointed lawyer, and they trying to mess me over. And I'm like, yeah, I remember you. You called me, because a lot of times you start hearing the stories, they'll sound familiar. Yeah, I remember you called me about a year ago. And then you want me to jump in the fourth quarter and save the day. It's like a mechanic working behind another mechanic. I don't know what all that public defender told the prosecutor. Hell, they could have goddamn gave him the case file. I don't know. You want me to come in there? So when you get sent up the river, it's gonna be on me. Now I gotta go to bed at night knowing that somebody gotta go 10 years in prison because I tried to jump in the game at the last minute. That's why I tell people, I was trying to save money. You can't. How much money you gonna save being locked in prison for 10 years? Yeah, I know lawyers cost some thousands. You're gonna make more than that in 10 years. Your family, you ain't gonna be able to have kids. You're gonna be locked up, and if something happened to you in behind prison walls, you don't have any kids, then your whole bloodline can die behind prison walls because you want to save money. Okay. Let me see. But shout out to your grandma. I mean, somebody got to do it. I mean, I mean, a lot of people truly can't afford attorneys, so somebody got to do it. But they damn sure better not call me. I can't. Question: Question: Do they really monitor the jury if I'm in my house and watching the playback on YouTube, or I'm sitting watching TV with my family? It's all over the news, but I just don't tell. No, I don't think they monitor, like, they ain't got no cameras or watching you and stuff like that. But what could happen is you could slip up and say something in a jury deliberation that wasn't brought in court. So let's say you learn something outside of court, and then when it's time to deliberate, you might say something. Oh, but this such and such happened, and then all the other 11 jurors looking at you like, "What are you talking about? That didn't happen." And you might give it away that you were listening to outside information. But I mean, as long as as long as you don't make a mistake like that or actually tell anybody. I remember one trial, a juror member told one of their family members, and they family members came to court and told on their ass. What? Yeah, that was insane. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know what was worse, the family member telling, or the juror talking to somebody that they couldn't 100% trust. I don't know which one of y'all need y'all ass whooped the most. At the end, I say not guilty. I agree with not guilty. Just because, see, RICO is when you have a group of people committing crimes on behalf of the group. But what I've been seeing so far, when I've been spot watching this trial, is a group of people hanging together to have a criminal record. So let's say you have a family of 50 people, y'all at the family reunion, and everybody at the family reunion got their own criminal record. It might be domestic violence, it might be breaking into cars, breaking into houses, stealing, whatever the case, DWI, driving while intoxicated. It might be different stuff. Just because y'all have the same last name, y'all family, y'all a group, that don't mean that all of these crimes are connected. And y'all did all of these crimes on behalf of y'all family, on behalf of y'all last name. It just y'all all like to break the law and apparently get caught. So, and I think this is the case with the Young Thug. They have similar interests. They like some people like to rob, some people like to jack, they like to steal tires off of cars. So naturally, they gonna hang with other people that do the same stuff they do. They're not going to be hanging with doctors, or therapists, people that got something to lose or scared to get a background. They're going to be hanging with people that do what they do. That don't mean that they doing it as a group. Yeah, we hang together, but we all just breaking the law on our own separate terms, on our own time. So I don't think that they did enough to tie it together like Young Thug is directing all these people. Like Young Thug is saying, do this for YSL, do this for YSL. You got stuff happening from 2012, stuff happening 2015, stuff that happening 2020, and you can't show a nexus of how they connected. Okay, let me see what this say. Didn't he sound defeated when Ashley Merchant? Oh yeah, he was done. He was done. But Ashley went for to let him slide, and I don't blame her. I was like, get him. I was like, get him, Ashley. I was doing a mediation, so I'm looking at one computer and I'm looking at the other. I was like, oh, get his ass, get him. Houston. I'm in the Houston area, and Houston's so big that we got so many different courts, so many different judges. We have neighboring counties that may be 20 minutes out, 30 minutes out. So I'm all in that area. So it's nothing for me to go off on the judge because I don't have to go to your court. I don't have to see you. So if we have a case in Houston and I talk about the judge, yeah, I talked about you. But I don't want, it's not that I'm worried about the judge not liking me, but he might take it out on my client. So if we ever have a case and I have to talk about a judge, then I'll likely send in one of my colleagues to represent that client Because a lot of times you don't even got to talk to a judge when you go to court. Unless it's a bond issue, you're really talking to the prosecutors because you're trying to get the case dismissed or worked out. Let's see. The judge holds Mr. Steele in contempt and didn't expect 25 more lawyers to show up. Yeah, he didn't expect that. See, the judge might got it going on in Fulton County. He may know a lot of people, but when you start messing with the bar, like other lawyers, you don't know who we know in the Capitol, who we know that knows somebody that's sitting on the Judicial Ethics Board. So I know the judge I know the judge just won election, but elections don't mean nothing if you don't have a license to practice law, or if you don't have if you got suspended from being a judge. So you can win your election sitting at the you're gonna be sitting at the house with your damn dog, of course. What kind of dog he got anyway? That all his breaks is for that damn dog. Judge Glanville dog. He stayed because he say, hey, we might break for 5 minutes, and that 5 minutes turn to 30, 30 minutes turn to 40, 40. Today, he didn't want to come back out. If y'all noticed, when he said, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, he hid back there till about 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time, which would have been 8:30, 9 o'clock our time in Texas. Let me see. Let's see. He loved that damn dog. They should have hit him. He would have had a heart attack. He would have had a heart attack. They would have ran out of there with that dog. Okay. His service dog named Jack. Jack is one. Okay, he shows up and takes his job serious. So the dog take his job more serious than the damn judge. Somebody goddamn fired Glanville and put Jack up there. Jack got goddamn more sense than Glanville. Let me see. Golly, let's see what else. He provides over lengthy hearings and trials. When Glanville hears arguments on rules and motion, Jack is nearby to help the Army veteran manage his PTSD. I bet you that goddamn PTSD was flaring up today. What y'all think? Y'all think that PTSD flared up today? I got a round trip to Katy last week. Oh, shout out to Katy. Katy is a good area. Katy, it's just so far out the way from Houston, but it's a good area. Matter of fact, I think I was out there. My best friend flew into town. I think we were out there in Katy. Yeah, we were in Katy. He was looking up stuff to do in Houston, and he took us away to hell to Katy. But we had a good time in Katy. That was good. Hilton looked and sounded defeated when she was asking Woody questions at the end. See, I didn't see. I got to go back and watch because I didn't get to see the full questioning. So I want to go back and see. But I know someone said he pled the fifth again. Judge messed up bad, and he knew it. You could see it on his face when Mr. Steele's lawyer showed up. Yep, she did. Just listening to Miss Love all day. Miss Love, one thing about it, Love, she likes to talk over and over. She may say the same thing 5 or 6 times over and over again. Like she talks in circles. So, I mean, she'll wear anybody out that got some sense in their damn head. Let's see. Like Miss Misty Williams for Little Rock, she tried to get off his case. She's only making $55 and she can't rub no one else as long as this case is going. And he has to wait till the case is over. Yep, that's true. Hell, if you ask me, that's probably some easy money because she been sitting her ass in that corner the whole trial, ain't she? Misty Williams said she ain't getting up if she ain't got to get up. And the one time she did get up, bless her heart, she almost flew. She tripped on something. I said, oh, Lord, catch her, Lord. Catch her before she fall. But that ain't fair, though. That ain't fair for her to be stuck on that one case. That's the problem with being, when you take appointments, you can get in a situation like this. And judges always ask me, hey, why you not on my list? Can you come do this? Can you? Hell to the no. Find somebody else. Judge, oh, we don't pay enough. That's one of the reasons. Number two, I like to control my own schedule and my own cases. I may get a case I don't agree with. Some cases, you as a lawyer, you just don't want to take. And nobody gonna make me do a damn thing. And some days I may not want to get out the bed. I may just want to sleep in. As a public defender, you can't do that. Can't wait till this case is overturned. They were kids. Jeff was doing music. He just ended up in the mix. His label was cemented, aka Young Thug. But me, truly humble under God. Yeah, Brian still said that in his opening. Some people said it was a stretch, but I mean, the way that it's going, I don't even think he got a lie. I mean, my motto is why lie when the truth would do. Dallas. Oh, shout out to Dallas. Dallas, boy. When my friend flew into town, boy, Dallas. I think Dallas had a storm not too long ago, and no flights could leave that airport. He was stuck in Dallas. I said, boy, if you ever come to Texas, then don't ever lay over in no damn Dallas. Because I'm not going to be driving way the hell up there. Somebody said, oh, black. Not Jack. Not Jack. A retired black. A retired cat. Hey, guess what? What if Jack told? What if Jack was the mole? Somebody probably got a bug on Jackass and on his collar. Oh, he said, yes, my car got beat up. That storm was bad, and it just kept on going like all day. And none of the major airlines was going to fly out. I told him, you got to call an audible. He said the only airline that's leaving are like not none of the name brand was. I said, hey, you better jump on one of them. It wasn't like Sprint. It was another one with a P, maybe Premier. I don't know what it was. But he ended up finding a ticket there and blew. And even when he made it to Texas, to Houston, he was still getting messages saying that his original flight kept getting pushed back. I said, damn, it wasn't raining that bad. Well, I guess it was. Like I said, I did a round trip to Katy. Yeah. That's a good area. I don't know what airport you flew out of, but I don't know if you did Hobby or Bush. Sometimes it can get hectic at them airports. It's sad when you know everyone in the courtroom. That's why all these YouTubers, when they start talking about what's going on, they can't say name. At least 2 lawyers, I click find another channel. Yeah. See, some of them, some lawyers are conflicted. They scared to say it. Well, I ain't scared. I'm going to call you out. You ain't no damn good. You ain't no damn good. I couldn't get to this camera fast enough. I was stuck in the office. I need to keep a camera at the office. You never know when somebody go down. I said, oh, I got to hurry up. And then I got the shirt. Free Brian Steele. God damn it. It was a tornado, actually. Oh, damn. So it was bad. I'm in Dallas, too, by way of Memphis. Shout out to Dallas. I hear it's a war zone right now in Memphis. So hopefully you safe in Dallas. They said they acted a damn fool in Memphis. I remember when y'all police chief, it was a woman cop. They said somebody broke into a car. She left a damn gun in there, and somebody ran off with a gun. said, not the police chief. And they said she was in the car with another man that wasn't her husband. Allegedly. Oh my God. Shout out to Memphis. Oh man. This is wild. Being here 4 years now. So do you like Dallas, that the area you in? One thing about them Dallas dudes, they would dance you under the table. Like they dance soft Dallas swag. But they will get active too. They'll shoot the shit out you too. Don't let that dancing fool you. Oh man. Oh, this is wild. So tomorrow, I guess we got what's his name? Woody. Y'all think Woody gonna come back? Somebody said Woody is long gone. So hey, your dad is worried. Woody long. Somebody said Willie on the first thing smoking out of Atlanta. But I don't know. See, I don't know Woody. And you know, one thing I try to look at is your appearance. And if I'm not mistaken, Woody had on like the same boots, the same shoes he had on in his police video. He had on, and you know, I'm thinking, okay, and there's nothing wrong with wearing the same shoes, but I'm like, you gotta have money to travel. It's easy to say, hey, I'm going to run, but could you afford to go on a run? I mean, it takes money. Somebody said Woody in goddamn Mexico. Woody, goddamn, south of where I'm at. Woody, if you don't get your ass. Oh, heck yeah. That, let's see. Oh, yeah, that is where it's at. Yo, yeah. I don't think he's coming back, but he might. He was in for. I gotta go back and look, so I'm kind of going in blind, but I don't think he got the resources to run. I could be wrong, but right now he can't. You know, he under a microscope, so it ain't like he can be out there slanging or whatever he do for a living. So I'm thinking he ain't gonna run. I'm thinking he ain't gonna run. I mean, because he just the best thing for him to do is to he didn't know how to play the game. He needs to be on the phone talking to Tick. Tick got up there and couldn't remember his own damn name. I don't remember. I don't recall. I'm not ringing the bell. It don't sound familiar. Say what? Huh? Can you repeat that? Man, I don't know. Shit. And just recycle that over and over again. And hey, you fulfilled your obligation to testify without actually testifying. Now, I'm not advocating for you to break the law. If you know, then you know. And testifying, I mean, most well, I guess for clients, I only had one client that testified before, and that's because he had to. They told so many goddamn lies, he had to testify. I was like, sheesh, you gotta get there and tell your side. And we ended up getting a not guilty verdict. Shout out to him. I seen he done got married and they got a baby on the way. So that's why I love doing what I do. One of my clients brought the baby to me, another client, and introduced me to that baby. Said, "He saved your daddy life." And I don't think I'm, did all of that. I just did, what I was supposed to do. But it's a lot on defense attorney. So I know Brian Steele is mad as hell. If I was Brian, I'd be up all night thinking about how to get this beat. Woody ditched that phone cop him a throwaway phone. Let me see. But my thing is, if Woody was gonna run, why didn't he run before? Because he willingly walked into the courthouse on what? Was it Friday? He willingly went. It ain't like they picked him up. So I mean, why would he run now? Especially if he was on the stand testifying today. And Miss Hilton, with her slick ass, she started with the same question she left off on, basically as a way to like punk him. Now, like I said, how old are you? Yeah. Yeah. You better not say grown again, or you're going back to jail. She could have moved on, but she had asked that specific question just to mess with him. Tick and DK kept saying they were saying anything to get out, so they put a story to why they snitched. Oh, big time. Yeah, Miss Hilton asked if he wanted to be here. He said, I'm here, ain't I? And tomorrow he's gonna say, and I'm gone. They paid his. He was already telling him he didn't want to testify. That's why they gave him immunity, because he started acting up early. Right, they knew. And I think other people, the Miss Sylvia lady, she kind of hinted around that the judge knew, because they were already prepared. They already told the film crew, if he acts up, do not show him on camera getting arrested, per the judge's orders. But see, the judge would have had to tell me that, not the security guard standing by the door. If the judge didn't tell me that them handcuffs would have been on video. But I understand why I mean, they're not trying to get kicked out, because they get kicked out, they didn't want nothing. Let me see. Brown on that judge in court, but oh yeah, he on them. And they not used to, see, they used to having pushover attorneys. Love is used to getting her way. And the judge let her get her way so much that now she feel entitled to get her way. So when he finally rules against her, she don't know how to take it. She start acting a damn fool. That's like having a child. You don't discipline them all the way up until they turn 16, and then when they're 16, all of a sudden you want to start disciplining them. You know, it's too late. You didn't wait until trial day 100. She feel like she can get her way at anything. So when you try to correct her now, all of a sudden it's gonna be a problem for her. She used to be a judge. I seen that she just ran for a DA. Let me see. She just ran for DA. Let me see if I can find her name. And them folks told her, hell to the no. She tried to, they ran her out of that county so fast. Let me see if I can find it. I guess, I don't know what is Dublin County? Is that close to Atlanta? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Somebody know where that county is at? Dublin. She did run for DA. Yeah, she ran. And they told her, if you don't get Sean back over to Atlanta. He beat her, and the dude beat her with a stick. He beat her with a stick. I think he had like 60% and she had 40. Let me see if the screen acts right. Let's see. Yeah, the jury gonna go home and they gonna see this. I'm trying to see if the screen gonna share this. This computer act when they want to act. But yeah, the jury don't know that Brian went to jail unless they living under a goddamn rock. Y'all, sorry about this. I don't know. I'm still new to all this technology. I don't know how. I'm still working on this. Is what do you call it? What Lee call it? Struggle streaming. Can y'all hear me? No. Yes. No. No. Can y'all hear me? No. Oh, y'all can hear me. Bet. Okay. I don't know. This damn. See, and I'm using a little a Apple Air, and I need to get a desktop, but I try to keep it separate because I don't want to do my work desktop because if I don't want none of my confidential client stuff to accidentally get leaked on line. So I try to keep them separate. Okay. But yeah, I guess we're gonna find out tomorrow. Yeah, I have Ethernet as well, but I don't think this computer's strong enough. I don't think it's strong enough to hold all the connections. It seems like when the more people get in, it just start acting funny. But I bet you I'll fix that tomorrow. I'll just go get a separate desktop. Y'all have any recommendations for like a good desktop? Like a good one? Now, why the hell won't this go away? It's something on here saying, that's interesting. But yeah. Well, hopefully, y'all liked and the one that want to come back, hit that subscribe. Okay, you use Mac. So do you like Mac desktop? Is it really good? And actually, I had to run into Apple real quick today, and they just have so many different ones, and it's just so hard because now they have different models and different, it's just like phones. Like you don't know which one to get. And they all they all up there 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So you want to make sure that you get the right one. Yeah. I don't know why all right, maybe I can just move this out the way and okay. I know it quit unexpectedly. It's like Windows server quit unexpectedly. No, she. They said that's what you get. Quit talking about, folks. Shut it clean on off. Is that a sign for everybody? Is that a sign to go to bed? What y'all think? Is that a sign? Is that a sign to call it a night? Oh, you on Windows? No, I'm not on. Oh, let me see. No, I'm on Google Chrome. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I bet you tomorrow I'm gonna and this is something I put together myself. This camera and this and just threw something together. This ain't hooked up no professional because this normally is just just a handful, the faithful few. But today y'all popped up over here deep. Then this may not be deep to like some of y'all channels may have thousands and thousands and thousands. But it just be just a faithful few. So Y'all got the turned up over here. And somebody texted me. They said, "How you had time to go get a shirt?" Shout out to the shirt man. I said we need him free. He's a fellow member of the defense bar, and we need him free. Yeah, I know he at home, but he still got to go turn himself in on Friday while we are gonna be sleeping in our warm beds. Only just because Judge Glanville got called. It ain't like Brian still did nothing unethical. He just basically said, "I want to know what y'all was talking about in the back room." Is that reasonable for an attorney to ask? That's reasonable, right? Anybody? That's reasonable. What were y'all talking about in that back room with the you know, with the door closed and the lights off? I agree with this. He gonna be in a cell with young. You're right. I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, that's gonna go down in history. An attorney sharing a cell with his client, and while they fighting a major RICO case. I think that only can happen in the state of Georgia, or maybe Florida. Joe, what you doing up? Oh yeah, it's an album cover for sure. Yeah, it's an album cover for sure. I mean, they're gonna make some money off of this, but at the same time, no Thug. Oh shit, what? It didn't. Oh, okay. I finna say I didn't messed up again. Oh yeah, I definitely gotta. I'm gonna get the setup tomorrow. I got court, but it ain't nothing but a reset. And this was a case I took over from like I said, a public defender. Had the case first, didn't do a good job, and then they come hiring me. But it ain't as a serious case, so I can sleep better at night. And one thing about Texas, if you steal something under a certain amount, it's a misdemeanor. If you steal something when it goes above that amount, it becomes a felony. And when it becomes a felony, you're in felony court, not misdemeanor court. And the public defender, she seen me in court. See, I can't do nothing with this case. I'm trying to get a deal, but I can't figure it out. And I look at the file. I say, well, first of all, where are the receipts? Because how do we even know we're supposed to be in felony court? You don't even have receipts to show the value of the item that was allegedly stolen. Just because somebody says something might be $5,000, hell, it could be $500. And now you in felony court when you're supposed to be over there in misdemeanor court. This computer doing what it want to do. And I'm really scared to mess with it because it might go off completely. Let me see some, because it's something that's still on the screen that low key ain't supposed to be here. Get you desktop Mac, the colorful joints. They sell the high gig one. Okay, okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna do that when I get out of court tomorrow. I'm gonna go and get a good setup, because this laptop is good, but it ain't powerful enough to hold, to hold everything together. And not to mention, we already got like the highest internet in our neighborhood. What's it called? Not you versus it, fiber. When they brought all that new stuff and new boxes, the internet, but it still ain't getting the maximum capacity. And I'm thinking it's because this laptop is light work. This is light work. But I bet you they won't catch me lacking tomorrow. Like number 39. Shout out to, thank you, Arthur. I definitely appreciate that. I'm trying to get the likes up. I'm still new to the game, so they ain't really just pushing me like that. Maybe I'm too controversial or radical. Maybe I let me see. Somebody said that money. Oh, thank you, Arthur. Somebody said that money hitting now from that mediation. You finna get that good set up. Yeah, we did get paid. We did get paid. I tell you that. It was a loan. That goddamn insurance company wanted me to just cuss them clean out. I mean, with a mediation, you have two sides that's trying to get to the middle and agree on an amount. Is a correct case, and they started so low. I'm like, I'm not gonna play with y'all. That we can go to trial. Your client hit mine. Yeah, you go to trial, you never know what you're gonna get. We'll rather get zero than sit here and play some lowball game. Who y'all think y'all playing with? Oh, okay. Shout out to the lead attorney in AV to the 7-5. I like AV content. She always supporting. She even stopped by a few times and showed her support. And she do a good job. And I've seen and I always try to support them when I can catch their videos. And I got the notification. I said, oh, they going live. And they were going live on something good, real good. I said, I know y'all lying when they said Brian went to jail. I said, oh, hell no. I said, oh, hell no. I said, he done lost his rabbit ass mind. Big lost it. Locking up the lawyer in the middle of a trial. He said, yeah. Don't mind me, y'all. They say I ain't got good sense. Good sense in my head. But I know I actually pulled up on live when they let folks come on and talk. Oh, for real. I gotta go back and catch it. And maybe when I get some firepower, we can jump over here and talk. Right now, I can't let a damn person come up because it might crash. Whole system might goddamn go down. Shit. Trying to pull somebody up, I better make sure I can stay up my damn self. But I'm gonna definitely look into them different computers. Been it went black again. I don't know what y'all were able to see. I couldn't see y'all. I didn't know if y'all could see me or not. Oh, y'all both went up. Oh, y'all both went up, and I'm gonna go back and watch. So I got some stuff to watch. I want to watch the cross, not the cross, the direct examination of Woody, because I didn't get to catch that, and I want to get caught up on that. And then I want to go back and see part of leads and AV stream. Okay. Yeah, earlier, probably right before you jumped on, I don't know how long you've been on, but it went off. It went off. But I got to get this thing set up because the way this laptop is, I got to look down to see the comments and stuff, but the camera is up. So it looks weird when I'm always looking down because that's the only way I can see the comments in the computer. But the camera's on the tripod and it's up. Now if I can get a monitor or something set up where my camera's at, then I can just stay looking at everything on one screen. I'm gonna get it together. Okay, Arthur, my damn internet was acting up too. When I first got started going live, it started pouring down raining. I was like, you know what? I said, I hope the power don't go off. Because even though the generator will kick in, it'll take a good probably 3, 4, 5 minutes for the internet to boot back up. I said, I know you lying. I know you lying. That's Texas weather for you, though. You don't know what you might get. But yeah, I do appreciate if y'all like and subscribe, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Y'all showed up over here deep today. I think today probably about 40 new subscribers popped up on the thing. And that's good when you first starting out. Hell, I remember when I had 1. 0. You got to start somewhere. I remember when I first started practicing law. You only get, you ain't gonna start out with no whole bunch of clients. Nobody don't know you. Who the hell you is? And where you come from, who your people is, who you kin to. What's your last name? Who your dad and your mama? Who your grandparents is. Oh, appreciate that, sir. Appreciate that. I definitely had a good time. Because I was just gonna jump on and do a little bit, just a little bit, just to have a video in rotation. You got to keep it fresh because if you don't keep uploading videos every once in a while, they'll forget about you. So I had to just throw on, but then y'all start popping in with the comments. I said, let's go. I done had the AC as cool as I thought I said it, and I didn't want to get up in the middle of the stream. I said with these 2 damn shirts on, I'm breaking out in a good little sweat, getting worked up all this talking. It's because this case went like I seen the I think it was Law and Crime or wherever they streamed the actual trial from, and those numbers are like double than what it normally is. So I was like, okay, the word got around fast that that this, the judge had took him into custody. And I believe, I got to go back and see how he got back out. But from my understanding, they took him to the back, and then the prosecutor said, "Hey, judge, can you bring him back out?" Not because the prosecutors are so good, it's because they didn't want a mistrial, so they brought him back out. And now the judge is saying, "I don't want a mistrial," basically by letting Steele go to jail on weekends. See, Steele don't know how to do it. Steele should have to his primary care physician, his doctor. Yeah, I would have been hospitalized. I would have been hospitalized. I'm not gonna sit here and put up with your foolishness. He had all the lawyers. Yeah, well, you had all the lawyers in there at one time. They didn't have to see the judge wouldn't let him in court. They should have been waiting on his ass in the parking lot. They should have been waiting with a briefcase in their hand. Nah, Nah, your ass ain't going nowhere. Get on over here. Get on over here. You went hiding when you was uh in the back room. You weren't hiding in when you had the a witness hemmed up against the wall saying you gonna testify. Well, I'ma lock your black ass up. Yo, don't mind me. I ain't got good sense. So they say. They think I don't. Oh man. But and they let him go home. So y'all saying I think Woody, I really think he gonna come tomorrow just because I don't think he got a meaning or the want to run. But he just need to go watch some of the top with the ticks videos. Cause I'm saying right, the tick, yeah, she getting robbed by a tick. They love saying that lyric over and over again. And see how to do it. Oh man. I'm not advocating for you to break the law. Yeah, I'm just saying if you don't recall, you don't recall. But the judge had no business dirtying up his road, threatening you in the back room. That was out of line and inappropriate for the judge to do that. And when he got called out on it, instead of him saying, you know what, I was gonna tell y'all to get time, you got to me first. I was gonna tell you, he gets mad and locks up Brian. I said, "Oh no, I got to get on live, and I got to get a T-shirt." Damn it! Shout out to the T-shirt. So, I guess I'm gonna jump on. What's tomorrow? Wait, are they having court tomorrow? I think so, right? The judge so damn embarrassed, he might not even show his face. Nobody don't know, or we don't know. I think it should be court tomorrow. Let me double check. Oh hell no, I'm gonna check on my phone. I'm gonna check on my phone. Cause I'm gonna click clack. Oh, Woody tomorrow. Okay, Woody. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go catch up because I don't know. I don't know exactly what Woody said today. I seen a little bit of the beginning, and that was all I was able to see. So I didn't get a chance to see. I don't know, was he kind of cooperating? Did he say anything important? Did he kind of tell? Was he snitching or was he pulling back? See, I gotta go watch that. I need to go get a feel for how his demeanor was. Well, he definitely snitched. If he didn't snitch on nobody else, he snitched on himself because he went in the back room and told the judge and the DA, Lord have mercy, that he didn't committed murder in the state of Georgia, and I don't even know what's the penalty for murder in Georgia. Oh well, in Georgia, the penalty for a murder conviction will be life in prison without parole. The death penalty or life in prison. The penalty for murder in the second degree is 30 years. Oh my God, Woody. Yeah, Woody between a rock and a hard place. Let me see. Was he acting? Was he acting though? I mean, and to be fair, the judge was kind of confusing him. You don't have to test. You complete the fifth, but you still have to testify. Like all that stuff was confusing, and I don't think Woody really understood. Woody ain't act right either. Woody ain't gonna. Woody was acting slow. They gonna lock Woody ass back up for 23 hours a day. I bet you he gets some sense in his head. No, he was what? He was cutting up. Swinging the chair. Oh, like a swivel chair, like he rocking and rolling. They be letting the deputies tell them what to record. Them deputies wouldn't be able to tell me a damn thing. Now, if the judge don't specifically open his mouth, I mean, the judge want to run everything else. You gonna tell me how to control this camera? I'm not listening to none of these damn deputies. Not his nose open. He probably couldn't help that part. He probably just got a big nose naturally. Let me see. Now I gotta go back in. Y'all need help, bro. Okay, I seen that part, and that's when I think I stopped. He said I'm hot. And the judge was like, okay, I'm gonna take a break, but the judge's break, the judge takes so damn long. Oh yeah, oh look at his head. Oh yeah. He making faces, he squinting his face up. I'm looking at, oh my God. Y'all, oh wow. It used to get even bigger when he yeah. Oh. And look how he trying to act like he don't know. Boy, if you don't get on. Let me oh man, I don't want to mess this up. Let's see. Oh, look at me. I don't see, I don't learn. Let me see. Oh. Hopefully, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I gotta show y'all his face. If I can do it without this damn computer going down. COPE. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not letting me. Let me see. Fox. What is this? Fox 5? Somebody got a good picture of him on Fox 5. He got his face like all turned up like he don't know nothing. That's what they call that's nasty work. Let me see. Fox 5. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. I think I found it. Let me see. Come on, computer. Don't act up. Don't act up. All right, let me see. Let me see. Oh my God. No, computer, no. Let's see. I'm trying it. I'm taking a chance. Oh my God. Now, if you don't get your Woody. Oh, I hope I don't mess nothing up. Oh, I hope I don't mess it up. Oh, come on, come on. Don't mess up. Don't mess up. Okay. Whew. That was a close one. Oh. That's what I had wanted to know earlier. How did he go home? And no, so I think neither one of them in jail. I think Woody at home and still at home. Still got to do his time on the weekends. The judge reconsidered, and he said you got to turn yourself in every Friday, and you get out every Sunday. And he got to do that until 20 days is up. So the next 20 weekends, they go all the way to August. And and as far as Woody, my best guess is he cured his contempt because now he's testifying. Now the judge has no reason to hold him because now he's cooperating. But at the same time, the unofficial reason is because they want him to do what they want him to do. So they're trying to show him some favor. Like, hey, we give you this, you give us that. We let you go home tonight, so get you some rest, sleep in your own bed, but you better have your ass here tomorrow doing what we want you to do. Now, is that gonna work? Probably hell no. Because it's one thing, Woody go in the back room, just like at the police station, there's nobody there, so you can kind of talk more freely. But when you come out in that courtroom and Young Thug and Shannon and all those other defendants looking at you, then that pressure on. He goes, oh, no, I don't want to talk. Yeah, they said he I double check right now. Yeah, they let him out. And I still gotta catch up myself, but let me see. I'm just gonna do the Fulton County. Let me see if he's listed as an inmate. What she say? Or what? Oh no. Let me see. They asked him, did he see the where it go? They asked him, did he see the defendant in the courtroom? He said he can't see. You gonna see that goddamn county jail? That's what you gonna see. You gonna see all right. That county jail make turn into an eye doctor. He sat in there on the weekend. I bet his eyes gonna get real good. Okay, I'm trying to search the Fulton County jail site to see if he in the system. But that goddamn Love, he could be in there hidden. She's so slick. She's don't put him on a roster. Don't put him down. They don't need to know. They said, can you stand up and look? Now stand up and look. Did he squint his eyes? And look, I'm looking for the where they at? Where they at though? Where they? I'm looking for the. Ah! Still asking he do his time with Thug just so they can work some judges by the. No, but that wasn't nothing. That wasn't in for Steele's benefit. He's mad as hell at Steele. He wants Steele to give him a name. He didn't do that because he was trying to be nice to Steele. He did that because it'll be an issue on appeal where I'm an attorney, I'm in jail, and my client's on a major trial, and I don't have access to my client. So what the judge is trying to do is stop them from appealing on that issue. So you can't say you didn't have time with your client. I'll let y'all share the same cell, so you won't be able to appeal if a guilty verdict comes back. So he didn't do that because he was out of the kindness of his heart. He did that because he had no choice. I mean, that's common, that's common sense for the judge. That was an easy ruling. But his hope is he don't want Brian to go to jail. He want Brian to tell him the name. Like, tell me who told you in my office what we were doing in the back room. Who is that lady legally representing Steele? She is, oh yeah, that's actually Merchant. She is the reason that Fannie Willis got caught with her hand in a cookie jar. And Nathan Wade got caught with his pens on the ground. I was just trying to figure out of Nathan and Fannie who was on the top and who was on the bottom. Boy, the way I'm lighting up Georgia, I better not ever get a layover at the Georgia airport. They're going to be waiting on me. No, but she was the one. She the reason that the Trump trial is paused in Georgia. Because she started digging and finding out that Fannie and Nathan was splitting money in the back room. They're all on vacations. So she started investigating, and she was the one that had Fannie up there testifying, looking crazy about the face. And then Nathan got his slick line ass up there while his sick wife is at the house. He's skinning and grinning, but now his money drying up because he ain't got no clients. Now he doing all these TV interviews. But yeah, so she the reason the Trump trial in Georgia is paused. So she tough. I mean, they called her at the last minute notice, and she showed up like the goddamn FBI. She had all her ducks in a row. She knew the law better than the judge knew the law. Oh yeah, she had him looking like a fool, a complete and utter fool. Where he even had to stop and say, let me think. Let me think. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just sitting up here trying to look like I know what I'm doing. And then they brought that ponytail in there, the other lawyer that was standing next to her. Ashley was whipping him on one side, and that ponytail was slinging that ponytail and whipping him on the other side. Oh man. But Brian still is standing on business. He told the judge, I'm not telling you SHIT. He said, I'm not telling you who told me. He said, you should have told me you was back there talking to a witness without us knowing about it. He said, you should have told me. Why I had to find out the way I found out? You should have brought your hookhead ass out here and told us. But no, you tried to hide it. I think the judge was on Google. yeah, he was. And I bet you he probably tried to involve some of them other judges. They probably didn't want nothing to do with it. Like, shit, don't call me. Because if it come a point where the judge gets subpoenaed or he got to be a witness or his record subpoenaed, I don't want him nowhere on my damn phone showing he called me. Shit, no. And it got to be embarrassing because you the chief judge, but now all your co-workers and colleagues, all your other judges are gonna go home tonight and they're gonna watch you not know the difference between criminal contempt and civil contempt. And they're gonna see them lawyers making a complete fool out of you. The whole world, whoever watching this trial saw that. And now we know the fakers from the shakers. Let me see. Oh yeah, on Google trying to clap back and don't even know what the hell he's talking about. And that's what, as a defense attorney, that's what really works me. You don't know what you don't know. And then you try to how you gonna try to cheat and you don't even know the rules of the game? Like how you gonna cheat? Let's say basketball. How you gonna cheat and say you didn't go out of bounds? You don't even know where the out of bounds line at. First of all, you gotta learn where the line at. First, you gotta know where the line at, and then you can try to say you can step on the line. But damn, shit, you way out of bounds. You in the damn bleachers. You in the goddamn bleachers. So yeah, as a defense attorney, I don't mind having a judge that I don't agree with, because we have different ideologies, and that's fine. But what I don't like is when a judge don't know what he's talking about, or he's trying to do something that he's not supposed to do, and he's breaking the rules. That's when I have a problem. And as lawyers, if you don't stand up for your client, who will? The judge will try to, raise their voice, or y'all see how he be doing, Brian now. Soon as they object, overrule, sir. Have a seat, overrule. And the record not really capturing his tone of voice. So when the appeals court, they looking at it, they're just gonna say, oh, he just said overrule. No, but the way he's saying it in like a disrespectful tone as to stop objecting. No, B, we're not gonna stop objecting. Shit, we're gonna keep objecting every time. Fulton County is a mess, all the way a mess. Let me see. This case so sad you can't do nothing but laugh. Bubba shot. You can't do nothing but laugh. This is how crazy they got in Atlanta. The judge kept saying we can talk about it after you appeal. And I'm like, they already convicted Thug in their mind. The defense said, F that, we trying to win it. Right. Nobody don't want to goddamn do this over. Hell no. And as a defense attorney, we are required to ask for a mistrial to perfect the appeal. So basically, if something happens in a trial, let's say the judge messed up and you don't ask for a mistrial, and then you try to appeal it later on, the appeals court is going to say, did you complain about it at trial? Did you preserve your mistrial motion? And if you say no, they say, oh, don't tell us about it. You didn't complain then, don't complain now. So you have to ask for a mistrial when something happened. But a lot of times as lawyers, we ask for mistrials, but we really don't want it. We just asking for a mistrial just in case we lose. We have it on the record as a way to get a second bite at the apple, a way to get another trial. We don't really want a mistrial. We don't want to start all over. Hell, you might have a good jury sitting in the box that's ready to find your client not guilty, but you still got to at least act like you want a mistrial for the record. Let me see. Judge always raging on still about being professional. He is to the T, the most unprofessional judge by far. And the crazy part is he thought it was a good idea to put cameras in his courtroom like he was really doing something. Then you got exposed. Somebody said, we already knew we knew he wanted shit. Now the world get to see it. Well, he said he had military PTD. Well, he needs to go take a nap. He needs to go resign. Because this ain't the job for him if he can't keep his PTSD under control when lives are on the line. At the end of the day, he get to go home with Jack, his dog, but they may go to prison for a long ass time. So he need to he need to take his ass to bed. Yo, Judge acting like a straight up ninja, making folks look bad for real. Oh yeah, he making. Oh yeah. Oh, he big famous now for sure. Yeah, if you got that much goddamn PTSD, you need to call it a day and a night. Blame your PTSD because you don't. Boy, stop it. You ain't know the law before you got PTSD and you don't know it now. Talking about he got PTSD. Boy, if you don't get the but yeah. And see, I was staying away from the Young Thug trial because it was so long. You know, it's a long trial. So I'm like, okay, you know, people gonna get tired of it. But today, it just like the judge opened up a whole new can of worms. And I already saw when a couple of days ago when Woody tried to plead the fifth and they wouldn't let him. But now the judge just really lost it. Let me see. He's going to get donkey of the day in the morning. He shout out to Shala, man. Give it to him. Because he sure need it. He need it. I mean, I don't even know how the jury can be fair now because I'm sure when they got home, you know, I mean, come on, they people gonna talk, their family gonna call them, they gonna get on, you know, social media on the low, and they gonna see that this man went to jail. And then if he goes to jail, guess what? They gonna want to find out why he went to jail. So that might be a good thing because they may actually watch the video to see that the judge, you know, was willing and dealing with the prosecutors behind the defense attorney's back, which people been saying this all along. People have been saying that the judge is biased and he heavily favors the prosecution. And I mean, I personally agree. I mean, you can just tell the way he treats the prosecution versus the way he treats the defense. I give still credit though for just not going to getting contempt. Yeah, they would have been had me at the Fulton County. Anyone want to bet? I bet he get donkey of the day in a Breakfast Club. Hey, we gonna see. I mean, I think that's gonna be that's the hot topic. Everybody was talking about this. Everybody was talking about. So I think that's a good bet. A good bet that that if I felt like giving money away, I'll make it. But I know that you might be right. You might be right. So we got but so far, do y'all think the jury thinking guilty or not guilty? I'm just curious what the majority of people are thinking. I already said my opinion, which based on what we know so far, there ain't no right or wrong answer. I mean, everybody's opinion is different. Well, first of all, I got to get a working ass computer. First of all, come on. But I'll sure will pop up. Come on. I need to get some equipment up in here. Cause this little laptop ain't worth a damn. I'm just playing laptop. Don't shut off on me. Sheesh. Sheesh. Laptop ain't worth the. The judge proved to be less professional and more of an ego. Yeah. I agree. He would not back down. And something told me when he went in the back, I said maybe the judge gonna come out with a level head and withdraw his contempt order. He came back and doubled down. I'm like, oh shit. He came back and doubled down. I thought he was gonna come back and have some sense in his head. I was trying to get on Fulton County website to see was that boy in jail, but it didn't pop up. But I what's that song? What's that song from Escape that say what I need from you is understand. I thought he was gonna come back with some understanding. He came back with some goddamn retribution because he still want to know that name. But now he looking weak because the trial done got so far bad that jail doesn't even scare anybody. It's not even scaring the lawyers. The lawyers willingly are going to jail in order to protect whoever told them that confidential information. Got up and walked out the courtroom, didn't say recess, all right. Oh, shit. I told you I seen one video at the beginning of the trial when it kind of first started. The prosecutor or somebody was questioning the witness. He got up off the bench and disappeared. He was gone. Oh, because it's limits. The maximum fine is 20 days in jail and $1,000 fine. And he know if he would have fined Brian $1,000, that's Brian's still lunch money. He would have pulled that out of his back pocket and handed it to him. Here you go. Here $1,000. And he would have never got the name. So what he's trying to do is lock Brian up in the jail so Brian can tell the judge who was the one that went back and snitched on the judge. The judge want to know, is somebody working around me that's a snitch? I want to know who that person is because I want that person gone. So, but right now, Brian is winning because Brian got an enemy in the camp. Brian got somebody in your office, judge, that's coming back and reporting to him, and you don't know who it is. That's worse than Brian being in jail. I got somebody in your camp, judge. I got somebody that was in your office where your dog lay his head. I got somebody in there that's reporting back to me. That's reporting back to Brian Steele. And the judge ain't gonna be able to sleep at night. I bet you he gonna tell them officers pull all the security footage. He probably took the court tapes home. He want to find out who it was. He want to find out who's snitching on him. Did I miss? Oh, let me see what she said. She said, oh, okay. And then we have same way he was doing Woody, threatening him with jail to testify is crazy. The judge was shook. Oh yeah, he was shook, and he ain't got no good poker face. He couldn't hide it. Like you can look at him and visibly see that he knew he effed up. and he was too prideful to backtrack. He could have went back there and cooled off and said, you know what? We could do an investigation later and find out how you got this personal information. But right now, it's not interfering with this trial. Whether the judge get their name or not, it's not interfering with the trial. The trial can still go on. But somebody say it was Miss Hilton. I got to go back and actually sit down and analyze. I want to watch the beginning and see how it moved through. I want to see, because Miss Hilton, she's smart. She know that if she send an email or do anything digital, it's going to be a trace somewhere. So I don't think she's just crazy enough to set herself up like that, because Fanny is gonna come back with a vengeance. Yeah, Fanny not gonna let nothing like that slide. She gonna try to look in the law book. She gonna put up the thickest law book she can find and try to find a law that they broke by giving out confidential information from the judge's chambers. Let me see what they say. Acting like a big, really who told. The judge try to act hard, but he really not. Yeah, the judge try to act like he bought their life. They love throwing that military. I was in the military. I did this and that. Boy, you probably was in the military washing cars. Stop it. Stop it. My best friend's military. And he's actually serving. And then you got some of them that ain't really just serving. They just getting a check. The poor dog is struggling with his post-traumatic stress syndrome tonight. Hell yeah. The dog should. Because the dog gonna be able to sense that something wrong with him. Oh yeah, he real feminine act. Oh yeah. Big time. See, you can really see through that. Like, yeah. Like, Judge, come on. You ain't really scaring nobody. I mean, a good lawyer gonna battle you all the way, especially when you breaking the law. And then the judge is mad he got caught, and he want to know. I remember it was a district attorney's office somewhere in Texas. I don't know which one it was, and somebody leaked out some information, and they were trying to launch all type of investigations to figure out who it was. And I think the people got scared. Whoever leaked it and ended up confessing, and they ended up getting fired. I say y'all some damn fools. Y'all let these people pressure y'all. If you're a whistleblower, you're a whistleblower. I could see him quitting if they keep pressing him. He ain't gonna quit. He ain't gonna quit. He too far in it right now. Who seen that song? I'm in too deep, too far in to turn around. Yeah. Yeah, who's seen that song? Y'all know what I'm talking about. What part of the state y'all what state y'all from? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he too far in. He not gonna quit. I mean, cause then that's gonna really be embarrassing. To leave out on a bad note like this, to tuck your tail and run. Nah. And then the way he doubled down on Brian Steele and said, no, you still going to jail, but I'm gonna do it in a way where you can still be a lawyer Monday through Friday, and then you can go to jail on the weekends. I can see him quit if they keep pressing it. Yeah. I mean, hey, you never know. The way he be storming out of courtroom, he might not come back next time. I think he should call in sick tomorrow. Just Take a couple of days to get your mind right. The jury tired of him anyway. I think the jury is tired of him. They tired of him, and they tired of Hilton. They can still kind of work with, I mean, not Hilton, Love. They can kind of work with Hilton a little bit. She ain't as bad as Love, but they tired of him. What question? How much is the case costing the taxpayers? That's a good question. I'm sure it's going to be a lot because how many? I think it's 12 jurors and then it's 6 alternates, and they get paid daily. And then not only that, the jury selection, when they were trying to pick a jury, I think that took over a year. So all those people that came in, well, at least here in Texas, they all get paid. And then all the court staff, y'all see all them officers in the court. It's a lot. And poor Misty Williams, she stuck getting her 55. Was it 55 an hour? Miss Boy, she should have got COVID so fast. Judge, I gotta take me off this case. I'm sick. I can't. Damn sure not. Nah, but we need you. We don't got nobody else to do it. I don't give a damn, Judge. You do it. Because apparently you like playing lawyer in the back room. So you can be the judge and be a lawyer for this one down here, because I can't do it. They gonna go in debt messing with this judge, right? And that's why they don't want to do a mistrial as well, because all this money gonna be wasted. And knowing Fannie Willis, she gonna want to prosecute it again because she just can't let go. She just can't let go. Just can't let, in the words of Sir Charles Jones. Yeah. So I guess what am I at? 3 hours and 27. I guess I go to 3.5 hours. I have a little record live. But I'm gonna get some equipment and I'm gonna pop back on tomorrow so we can see how it turned out. Some people say that Kenneth Copeland is gonna run. Some people say he's gonna show up, and some people say he gonna show up, but he gonna act a fool. He ain't gonna say nothing. And I think somebody said he's gonna plead the 5th tomorrow. I think somebody said they said that Woody said he's gonna plead the 5th tomorrow before he left. But Woody, I need you to be consistent. Either you're gonna plead the 5th or you're not. I mean, you don't say I'm gonna plead the 5th, and then you talk all day long, you confess the murder, and then I'm not gonna plead the 5th again. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And then when you get back tomorrow on Tuesday, then you plead the 5th. And then they're gonna take you back to jail. Appreciate you, Joe, for hanging in there. Thank y'all for stopping in. Oh, thank you, Bubba Shunk. Appreciate that. I was just gonna get on here for a little bit, and then people were just coming in. So y'all think this is a good topic to stay on, huh? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to follow it as much as I can, especially when it's something major like this. But I'm gonna be watching Woody tomorrow. I want to see him show out. Somebody judge will say, if y'all don't come get this, y'all don't come get this nigga. As soon as he's out, plead the 5th, get his ass, get him. Judge better watch it when he jump over that thing like that man did, that Vegas lawyer. Jump clean over the bench and knock the flag down and all. All right. I think we're coming up 10 more seconds. We're coming up to the end. Okay, bad, we'll do. Well, thank y'all for stopping in and dealing with my technical difficulties. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have it all straightened out. But just keep in mind, no legal advice intended. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer. I'm just here to talk that law. All right, I'll see y'all on tomorrow. Stop back by if y'all can. All right, have a good night.